Popog. Easy clap. Let's have a good Monday, Hass. Jammies. Three months of fun. Love you, chat. Hassle. Hassle. Will this notification go away now? Do not come. Months of being brainwashed. Socialist kek has raid. A year flies by so fast, chat. It's been fun learning and having fun with you all. Love you all lots. Love you as Ange. Love you Hasan and chat. Always dank hug but not parasocial. Omega. Year of molding, many more to come. Gemma Venus. Let's go to baby. I'm gonna come. Waiting for Hasan Jammies, waiting for Hasan Jammies, waiting for Hasan Jammies. I am also in pain. Sub baby time Arjan, will you pay child support? Thank you for 3 months, Hasan. Love from Italy.
Waiting for Hasan. He's gonna go watch some videos and just do a lot of commentary on the stream. It's all a meme. So now, what are we waiting for? Waiting for Hasan. What will he do when he's live? Waiting for Hasan. All of the stars will realign, and the constellation that I'm looking for, I'm searching for Hasan.
18 months only in PLS.
Gonna go watch some videos and just do a lot of commentary on the stream. It's all a meme. So now, what are we waiting for? Waiting for Hasan. What will he do when he's live?
I chat my girlfriend and I recently broke up, but it's been nice having this community to fall back on. Keep being great, Hassel.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. And folks, we are live, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one. I am dying. I am in pain. It is Monday, June 28th, 2021, 12 p.m. And I'm an hour late. And I apologize, I'm an hour late. I just woke up. I just woke up. And whoo. And that's because first of all, it's 80 degrees right now, but inside of this apartment, it unironically feels like it's 100. Like, I have my fucking stupid AC cranked out like all the way, and for some reason it's just like this morning it decided, no, like, nah, we're just not doing it. Like, we are not going to actually make this room feel like there is AC on. So let me just point something out. First of all, no, I'm not going to Universal, because Universal is like at 11:30. I think it already started. Yes, as Chatter points out, Choco Boys, you always say go touch grass and you go outside and you're super dead. Yeah, I touched grass yesterday. It was a bad idea. Well, I didn't really touch grass. I touched pavement. It's at 1, dumbass. Wait, why did it? My email said at 11:30 was the meeting. Oh, maybe I will go then. I didn't know it was at 1. Dude, I'm actually dying. I also fucking hate theme parks. Born again incel touches grass, instantly regrets it. Dude, it was too much. It was too much. Like I will tell you all of my experiences and why I am in a tremendous amount of pain. I will tell you everything, okay? Don't fucking worry. But yes. Streamer went outside, instantly regrets it. Is exactly what happened, okay? So my point is, I work out. I do things outside from time to time, and even then, I'm fucking dead. Like, I'm absolutely dead. But there was one thing. There was one thing that I was excited about the whole time. The whole time I was there, I was thinking in my mind, okay, buddy's gonna be fire. For those of you who don't know what happened, I went to celebrate Will joining G4. It's an old TV show or TV network, I think. Olivia Munn was on it at a certain point. And there were activities. There were activities that they wanted us to do. They wanted us to raise money for the children. And that's precisely why we oh wow, I'm looking at LSF posts already. It's popping off. Yeah, we wanted to. I just saw this. Hold on, I have to show you this. What the fuck? It's important to save a life, boys. And that's precisely what Will did yesterday. It is. He saved Miskiff's life, straight up. Dude, I'm so hot. I'm literally losing my mind. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. Where the fuck was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Is the AC not working or not effectively working? Just want to see if I can help. Dude, you are not going to give me... You are not going to be able to give me, like, help from over there, okay? The AC is on, but it's not working. Take the beanie off. The beanie is not providing like any sort of heat, dude. And in any case, it's helping me fucking make my hair look more normal. Anyway. As I was saying. So yesterday I went to a G4 event. And we raised money. We played dodgeball. We played dodgeball with one another. That was a lot of fun. A bunch of streamers from Austin came. And it's been really fun to hang out with them. Miskiff, Maya, Chance, Malena, NMP Lol, Nick Pullum. Whole bunch of other people. We met some G4 people. I know it was for the kids, but that whole event was pretty mid. I think aside from how hot it was a lot of fun for us. Like, it might have been too like.
Are you black? Yes, I am.
What? Dude, okay, I gotta stop looking at chat. It's just like fucking me up right now. Shitcon was definitely better. Yeah, I think that the reason why Shitcon was like more popular amongst Twitch was because it was just like actual Twitch streamers doing an event on their own and hanging out with friends. Like, it's not gonna get any better than that. You know what I mean? It was good. Viewers are way too spoiled from Shitcon and their video quality and content. They did all right for being like an old TV network. You know what I mean? Like, guys, you have to remember, this is literally an old TV network that we're talking about that threw a fucking Twitch event, okay? Everyone was open at Shitcon for some reason. Yeah, because we got fucking hammered. So it was still fun though, but it was fun for us. Like, it was fun for me, at least. I had a lot of fun. And now I'm fucked up. Do you know Custom from the past? I know of Custom G, and of course no one else knew who the fuck Custom G was there, because Twitch streamers don't know anything because they're so young. But I was very excited personally to see Custom G, going deep with Custom G. Are you kidding me? He was like a profoundly important content creator for myself, okay? And we got to hang out. He said he knows me from TYT. Like, you know, we had little OG, like, you know, YouTube moment there, which was pretty fucking sick. For those of you who don't know, like, Custom G is like one of the OG content creators on YouTube. Like, he used to make actual quality in YouTube. He had like very good videos and stuff. I'm actually jealous you got to see most of the G4 crew growing up. I love watching Attack of the Show. So I'll be honest, I don't know anything about G4. I don't really watch a lot of TV. And also, not only do I not watch a lot of TV, I just don't know. I don't know anything. I don't think G4 was like available in Turkey, basically. So that's, if it's not available in Turkey, I'm never gonna see it. I just know that Olivia Munn was on G4 and she was not there, which is whatever. What are you gonna do? G4 Tech TV is basically a bunch of nerd tech shows about games and other stuff from like 15 years ago. Yeah, I was not in America at the time. So that was pretty sick. Ultimately, it was a lot of fun, but touching grass, very dangerous. If unrestricted, touching grass without regulation, without control, not good. Touching concrete, even harder. I mean, I fell on the hot asphalt on a fucking hot summer day in the valley. Way hotter than the rest of California. Okay. So, while I normally tell you to go touch grass, I will tell you to restrict it. I will tell you don't do it. Not a good idea. I did it. It wasn't great. I was robbed. There was a mechanical bull. There was like the fucking strength thing where you like hit a hammer. I was robbed on the mechanical bull. I lost the soda. But it was a lot of fun overall. And then afterwards we went out to dinner. It was just wonderful. It was a wonderful experience overall. We went outside. We went to a club. Do Custom G reacts, please. Okay, dude. Okay, Rip and Zach, fucking calm down, dude. Okay. I'll show you guys what the videos he used to do, especially Going Deep, which was like a really good series. I got Nick dripped out. It was on my Instagram if you want to see that. Pay for sodas, food though. Okay, so last night we went to a restaurant. Like a bunch of us went to a restaurant. It's really hard to like get 11 people or 12 to 20 people into a restaurant. So we just like went. Some people just didn't want to do it. Like some people didn't want to go anyway. Here's Soda Poppin' making a sandcastle. So we went to a restaurant last night, and because I lost the bet, I was supposed to pay for Soda's meal. Drip my man out. We went to Target. I got him clothes. He was literally just wearing, before this, he wanted to go out just wearing a fucking OTK Gamer Fuel t-shirt and shorts with black ankle socks and white shoes. I was like, that's not happening. So we went and I got him picked some clothes for him, and then that's it. It's just me now. But this is why the W streamers make fun of you guys. Dude, I bought like 2 pairs of jeans. I bought jeans for S-Fan too. You put creamer in your coffee? I do not. It's just straight. It's just the Nespresso machine makes it seem like foamy in the top. Damn, bro, motherfuckers are really out here backseating my coffee, dude. It's just, let me have my first cup of coffee of the day without having someone be like, dude, you got creamer in your coffee. Hasan, I need a drip check. Dude, what do you mean? It looks good, man. Good. Okay. What is this, Maya Azan?
I just will not like it, man. I just don't. I said at the start of the stream, I just need a little more yeehaw, you know? I need a little more open space, green. I can't do the concrete. I just don't like it. I don't like cities. It's just not for me. And Hasan was like, no, like I couldn't be in Texas because everything's so far apart. It takes so long to get everywhere.
Okay. Okay, to be fair, we had the worst situation last night. We got stranded last night. I totally forgot about that part. It was not even fucking, it was so bad. I felt so bad about it too. Maya saved our lives last night.
Like, dude, it takes the exact same amount of time to get places in LA. And it's like 2 miles away. That is so much worse than driving a good like 20-30 minutes like on a road.
The difference is it takes 10 minutes when there's no traffic. But the problem is Ubers have been really fucking bad.
That you can actually drive on. You would not believe how long it takes to get places. The Uber last night costed me.
Are you sexist? Going deep is incredibly problematic. Is it? I don't know. I loved it when I was younger. I haven't seen it recently. Maybe yeah, I am sexist. Yeah. I'm super sexist. I'm a sexist pig. Yeah. Incredibly problematic show that like literally in 2009 was humanizing sex workers, you know. Like at a time when people were just like, at a time when Britney's conservatory shit was happening, so we knew the way that like the media was operating at the time, like it low key. This is like fucked up to admit probably, because since then my views have obviously changed. But conservatorship, when Britney's conservatorship was happening, we know how the media was like operating against women in general. But it was probably one of the first shows was, I wouldn't say really humanizing. Wasn't the show really disrespectful? Was it? I literally don't remember it, but I remember it as like watching it and loving it and thinking like, oh wow, the porn stars that we jerk off to are like actually human. Like it definitely opened my mind. It was definitely at least like a good first step towards my understanding of sex workers being like real humans, which obviously my views have still evolved since then. You know? You're right. I used to think sex workers only loved sex and nothing else. Like they didn't have opinions on movies and books and shit. LosPollosTV, he says systemic racism doesn't exist. Who the fuck is LosPollosTV? Like, what is this, bro? This is a clip. This is like some random fucking Twitch streamer, and it's got 9,000 views. Or it's got 1,000 views. This clip. Like, why the fuck do you want me to watch this? He's the 40K Andy. He was on LSF. That's why people want you to watch.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with how the chat's reacting. But people saying end the stream.
No, Lou, but if you're really looking at this, it's once again, it's a very small percentage. Most people are going, hey, you know what? The stuff that we're talking about, it's okay to discuss.
Does he have a black ring in his finger? He's got an auxiliary officer ring on. Oh, he does. That's a wrap. Everything I needed to know, I know already. He's got a black wedding ring on, dude. That's the tried and true. That's the tried and true ring of choice for auxiliary officers, dude. Everybody knows this.
Most people are going, hey, you know what? The stuff that we're talking about,
People wearing black rings in the chat are pissed off at me now.
it's okay to discuss. And most people are okay. You want to focus in on a handful of whoever they are that are saying this, that, and the other thing. I will say it again, and then we can move on. As much as you look at these people who want to pump this narrative that, oh, we're racist, we're horrible with it, then if we really are, how are we able to go about our business every day?
Damn, he did the pause. He did the pause right after because he's like, that's a profound point. Why does he look like Michael Scott on TRT? Like he left Dunder Mifflin and went on like a Fedmeister style journey, and now he's just fucking jacked. Okay, he literally sounds like him too. Yeah, I used to work at Dunder Mifflin.
How are we able to go about our business every day? And most of these people out there are not dealing with systemic racism. It's
Dude, what the fuck? I can't unsee it now. I'm stuck with in my brain. He said we because he's Italian. He's right. He said we because he's Italian. Uncle Pecorino's. Hey, cheese, my guy.
not happening. Here's the thing.
I'm not.
So what did he say? I didn't even understand what happened here. Like, what is he saying? Systemic racism doesn't exist? I can't even focus on the statement because I'm just literally systemic racism in the police force does not happen is what he said. Yeah, totally. Michael Scott from The Officer. True. Hey, I'm Michael Scott. I joined the I joined the security force. All right. We're fucking doing security. He said that America isn't racist because we had a black president. He's right. He's right, boys. Yeah. What do you have to say to that, dude? Guess what? Checkmate, liberals. We'll get back to this in a little bit, okay? We'll get back to this in a little bit. It's just like, I fucking forgot to. Just watch some of your latest Tucker video on YouTube and you missed something kind of important. There are some real hyper woke liberals who are kind of talking about white people as they have whiteness or some kind of physical or mental illness. Dude, did you really fucking send me a Barry Weiss Substack? Why is this dude mad at you? Bro, this has 62 likes, dude. If someone has 62 likes on Twitter and you're linking me someone, like, if someone has 62 likes on Twitter and they're upset at me and their tweet got 62 likes, bro, we might as well spend the entire day talking about Stan Twitter, okay? Like, we might as well, because those fucking Stan accounts, when they're like Tommy Neg / like when they do stuff like that, that gets like 1,000 likes easy. Doesn't matter if they're like a random 13-year-old, 14-year-old, like those accounts have more movement going on. If I spent my my day talking about every person that got fucking mad at me, how crazy is that there are leftists coming out against Medicare for all March? I linked the reply talking about you. Dude, I am not starting a fucking dialogue with socialist MMA, okay? The absolute state of the Western left. Like, why in the ever-loving fuck? Why in the ever-loving fuck? I just gave this dude more clout than he ever would have gotten in his career. So good job. Congratulations to the chatter. I hope you are happy. Do you really want these fucking Jimmy Dore psychopath clowns infesting this fucking stream every day? Is that what you want? Because you keep crying about me getting stunlocked by fucking baboon chatters every fucking day. And now you want like those sick freaks to infest this part of the internet, a safe place from the moronic, like, Proud Boys are actually more leftist than fucking liberals, baboons on the internet. Don't know about this area. They don't know. They don't come here. When they do, we fucking ban them. Okay? Do you want this to look like a fucking crystal ball Kyle Kalinske YouTube comment section? Do you want this chat, this community, to look like a Jimmy Dore video comment section? Is that what you want? Because that's what you do. Because you're doing that right now. So good job. Okay? Thank you to the fucking chatter who linked that. Because now he's going to clip this reaction and he's going to make more content out of it. And now the fucking 700 fans he has are going to all come in here at the same time and be like, dude, you are such a fake leftist. I know I was a Nazi last year, and then I went on a journey and I, started watching Jimmy Dore videos, and now I'm still kind of a Nazi or whatever the fuck. But also at the same time, I think social safety nets are good. But now I'm going to fucking cancel you because you didn't want to immediately lock AOC in a prison because she didn't, I don't know, she didn't take down the military industrial complex single-handedly or some shit like that. What do you think? Wait, do you think Kyle's as bad as Jimmy Dore? No, not at all. But he's a great example of someone who is reasonable and has like good points of view, but his fucking chat section turns into a bloodbath every time. And the reason why it fucking turns into a bloodbath every time is because those motherfuckers, like, from that part of the internet, love getting into like the most idiotic arguments. It's easy to see your bias, Law. I'm not a Jimmy Dore fan, but it's interesting to see. Here, let me start you guys off, okay? Fuck, I can't. The Cosmic Hobbyist, okay. Here's a good way to clean this up. No, please. No, please. Fuck you. Okay, why can't I ban anybody? This is fucking annoying. Please ban him. No, my Chatterino's broken right now, as always, because, you know, it has to be. Okay, I can write now again. Sometimes you just gotta drag motherfuckers to the town square and just, you know, do a public execution. Okay? Just to prove a point. Sounds like polemism. That's pretty funny because I actually was talking to Polum about polemism last night. Yes, I'm severely biased towards for the record, I am actually very biased. I'm very biased towards morons who don't know anything about anything, who are just simply here to derail the stream and I guess express their own thoughts that are completely just fucking delusional. And if I spent I would have to spend the entire day. They're worse than Minecraft stands. Like, I would literally have to spend the entire day talking to these people and like pushing them back and addressing them over and over again. It would be cancerous if we did that. So I'm not gonna do that. Okay. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, so last night we went out. We went to like this restaurant / like event. Isn't being white a mental illness though? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that too. The comments on the snippet they posted on your podcast on Breaking Coins were just a cesspit of people calling you Jenk's nephew, a hypocrite for being rich, and hating America because 9/11. Serious boomer energy. Yeah, exactly. And I don't want those fucking idiotic boomers to find this Twitch stream. That's precisely what I mean. Like, I don't. Like, there's two groups of people I don't want in here. It's like fucking weirdo 4chan dweebs who also are boomers themselves, and those types of people who are like leftists but with 4chan aesthetics, I guess. And they have the exact same talking points, and it's really stupid. I don't want them to come here and fuck shit up here. Anyway. We went to this party. We went to this thing. We went to this place. It was fun. It was all right. I mean, I was really tired. I wanted to get the fuck out, to be honest. I was not feeling it because I was super tired. But then once the event ended, it was like me, Maya, Miskiff, S-Van. We're just kind of stuck. It was a BET. It was not a BET club. It was a BET after party. And we got stuck on top of this fucking place, like on top of this hill. And it was terrible. So we literally started walking down the hill, dodging cars. And we finally like get down to the bottom of the hill. Dude, Ubers are fucking insane. Like, Ubers are absolutely insane. The 50K entrance fee, BET after party? What? No. No, there wasn't a 50K entrance fee. That's crazy. Yeah, we were by the Magic Castle, yeah. And it was absolutely, it was just awful, dude. It was awful, 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 awful. It took us an hour. We walked for so long. It was 50K for a standing table? No, that was a different party. No, it wasn't 50K for a standing table. They're talking about Nightingale for the Travis Scott after party, which we didn't go to because, you know, we had too many people anyway. And it would have been awful. No, that was a different party that would have been impossible to get into and also have like fun because there was no space. Yeah, Maya didn't get in at first because the bouncer was being a dick to her. Did you train in the gym today, King? No, I just woke up. I literally just woke up. Dude, LA Uber is just, it's unmanageable. I'm really glad that, you know, Prop 22 happened so that it would just become like worse overall and Uber drivers would have no way of, they would just have no way of actually, they would have no reason to actually drive Uber. That was wonderful. So now it's just like every time you fucking call an Uber, it's like 28 minutes. Well, I'm okay, but the distance I'm going is like 10. So I wait 28 minutes for a 10-minute distance. And then by the time it's like 10 minutes out, they cancel. There are no such thing. There's no taxis in LA. That doesn't exist. And they've never existed in LA. Like there are taxis, but they've always been like this mythical thing that people talk about. And you can't walk because LA is super, super spread out. You usually tip in LA. I mean, I do, but that doesn't mean anything. They're not picking the tip before. There's no public transportation, no. Your Uber rating must not be that good. Yeah, I have a 4.7. I have a 4.77. A 10-minute drive, just walk? You want me to walk the fucking streets of... You want me to walk the streets of Hollywood where the half of the places don't even have sidewalks for fucking walking at 2 a.m. with like Maya and Miskiv and S-Fan? Like, LA is not built for walking. If you've never been to Los Angeles, shut the fuck up. Half of the streets don't have like appropriate sidewalks. There's no public transit. Anyway, here, this is where we went. We went to a restaurant. It was wonderful. This was a great experience. They fucked up the table. Oh, I'll tell you guys this much. So, okay, I'll tell you this. So here's what happened. We go to the restaurant. I'm supposed to pay for Soda's meal because I lost on the bull riding thing, right? Then Ludwig goes, let's do credit card roulette. For those of you who don't know what that is, tell your chat how much you love me. I do love Miskiff. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun to be around. Sometimes you want to beat his ass though. Like I go between like enjoying his company to wanting to push him into oncoming traffic. And it's like that. Like in a heartbeat, I go from like wanting to hang out with him to like literally wanting to push him in the traffic. It's not what I was expecting. Okay, anyway, listen. So, Ludwig wanted to do credit card roulette, which was a dumbass idea. So, he suggested it. So we all put our credit cards down, and then the person serving us picks one of the many credit cards that have been put down. Now, both Chance's credit card and mine, or my debit card, were going to count for me, because if the waiter picked Chance's credit card, that meant I had to pay for all of it. So I was doubling up on my risk. Okay. And of course, the person who fucking suggested the game ended up having to pay for the entire meal. Wait, that makes no sense, though? No, it's like normally everyone puts their credit cards down and then one person pays for the entire meal, whoever gets picked. So Lwig was the one who ended up paying for it, and it was a lot, dude. Why is tablecloth stained? Oh, because he also dumped coffee on the table. Just send the person who had to pay the money for Chance's meal. What the fuck? No. Me, I still wanna take him out on a nice dinner and pay for it. How was the meal though? It was delicious. It was kind of weird. It's like a restaurant, but the front of the restaurant is like a front, basically. I think it was called like Carlitos or something. And it's a restaurant from the front, but you can't get in. You have to like go to the back alley, and there's a sliding door that opens. There's like a bell that you ring, and then a sliding door opens, and the guy goes, "You have a reservation." And then we did. You get me? I'll get you is just an easier way to do splitting amongst a group of friends. I agree. I mean, I think credit card roulette is wild, and but you know, I'll do it. I don't really care. What did you get? I got a skirt steak. It was an Argentinian. What's the point? You are all rich, lol. I mean, that's kind of the reason why it wasn't. It wasn't because, like, you know, people were like, "Oh, I can't afford it." Let's check, guess. Dude, one of the greatest things about the financial security that streaming gives me, I was talking to Lwig about this last night too, is that like having like being able to pay for everything with your friends. It's literally the best. It's the best thing on the planet. There's nothing better. Like especially going for someone who had to like calculate how much Ubers would potentially cost and all that shit. Yeah, for the person who said 360, you were wrong. Everyone here had fucking steak. You've already changed, Nick. Why?
You want to know why I'm acting like this? You ready? One word. Hasan. He just gives me the confidence I need.
Dude, he looks so good. He's so hot right now, dude. Milena went and got him this gold chain. Like, he went to Target and he got dripped out and he's just fucking killing it, dude.
You know? He got me this nice new drip. I got this nice...
What do you mean? He keeps calling you a Nazi.
He has never, ever... He said fascist.
Oh. Same thing!
Because of polemism, though. I mean, polemism is fascism.
I learned so many new words yesterday. Albinism and stuff.
He didn't say that. He said that the grinder is fascist. But the
Polemism is fascist. The coffee.
No, she meant ableism, I think, not ableism. But Target, you can get like crazy shit for at Target. Yo, shouts out to the one chatter slash fan who saw me at Target, and I was just by myself looking for clothes, and Nick, Soda, Myth, like Miskiff, they were all behind me. So one guy goes, "Oh my God, Hasan!" Right? No, he wasn't a stream sniper. We weren't streaming. He's like, "Yo, I love your." He's like, "I love your content, whatever. Like, I've been a fan of you for a while. That's great." And he was like really excited. And I was like, "Do you watch my streams?" He's like, "Yeah, I watch your streams." And I was like, "So do you watch their streams?" And they literally rolled up from behind the section one by one. It was so funny. He must have been, he was like shell shocked. He's like, "What the fuck?" Like, I know you. Like the fucking Avengers, dude. But yeah, he got reverse sniped. Hasan, why do you support Uber? What? Literally, when have I supported Uber, you fucking dingus, dude? Being able to pay for your friends' family is just an immense luxury. I entirely agree. My cousin just graduated college. Being able to take her out for a nice night in the city, just cover really everything nice. She gets to have a great time without worrying about costs all night. Yeah. The Soy Avengers. Thor lives with his mom. Yeah. Chat will criticize you for using Uber. LMAO, what the fuck? Hey, welcome to a fucking leftist broadcast. Chat also criticized me for running ads at the top of the hour every hour, where I have a contractual obligation to have a 60-second per hour ad density. Okay? Chat will criticize you for everything, including that. But the ads run regardless, whether they criticize it or not. And the segues are on fire, whether chat criticizes it or not. I forgot to fucking also tweet out that I'm live, which I should do. Now, of course, if you no longer want to see the ads, you already know you can subscribe for $5. You can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. And you can also use an ad block or VPN, you know. But here's the ad break. The ad break comes for all, no matter what. Here it is. Let me fucking tweet out that I'm live, too. Daycare is late, but open. I am dying because I went outside and touched grass, asphalt. We'll talk some news and experiences and more. Get in now. Did anyone forget to wear sunblock? No, I think everybody wore sunblock. You didn't tweet. I thought you died. OML. What does OML mean? On my life? Oh my lord. So you officially not going to Universal, or you... I mean, I don't know, dude. What the fuck's going on in this picture? Bitches be hearing about my rank 1 titles and shit, know what I'm saying? Yeah, Soda is a W streamer. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah. Dude, at this thing last night, a single drink, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go walk around. I want to see like the entire lay of the land. And Love was like, I'll come with you. So we start walking around, and at first there was like a security guy who was right next to our table. He's like, I don't know if he was a fan or not, but he was like hooking it up big time. Like he was like walking us around, which was great. And you know, we went and I was like, sure, I'll get some water. And then at the bar, the lady upsold us. And I was like, all right, we'll get a drink. Dude, drinks were $50, dude. $50 for one fucking shot of tequila. It was the worst. It was the worst thing on the planet. Like, absolutely preposterous. Absolutely unacceptable. Just straight up insanity. Like a fucking little baby sip of tequila was $50, dude. I've never seen anything like it. And it was cash only or Cash App. But you bought it? No, Lud did. Yo, Ludwig took a lot of L's financially last night. No, it was Casamigos too. It wasn't even like fucking. It wasn't even anything like good. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything like crazy. What the fuck is going on with YouTube right now? Okay. You can get the bottle for $50, lol. Yeah, I know. Remember that fucking person that Healthcare Sharing Ministries, new John Oliver dropped? Okay, we'll get started with some news in a second. HOGWARTS playlist. Neocon group members, politicians, military officers. Spiritual TikTok is crazier than witch talk. I love these different variety talks. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start off with the fucking John Oliver early, and then we'll get to other news. But I'll be back in 1 second. Okay. Healthcare sharing with John Oliver is what we're starting off with.
Healthcare.
Will you be covering the leftist TikTok drama today? What the fuck is that, dude? What the actual fuck is Oh, that's the real child cancer right there, dude. Actually. I think some of this chat is just making stuff up. Oh, no. A lot of this chat makes stuff up all the time. Billie Eilish was queer baiting again? Why? What did she do this time, dude? I wonder if someone programmed the HasanAbi topic generator and is just posting the results on this chat. Wait, really? That's so fucking annoying. Right-wing pastor Greg Locke used the sermon today to allege that child trafficking tunnels under the Capitol and White House and accused Joe Biden and Oprah Winfrey and Tom Hanks of being a bunch of pedophiles. Hell yeah.
It's about to bring the whole house down, ladies and gentlemen. These bunch of sex trafficking mongrels are about to be exposed. These bunch of pedophiles in Hollywood are going to be exposed for...
This dude's not even into it. He's like, yeah, whatever. I've heard all about them pedophiles. Come on, man. Give us something new this time.
Who they are. I don't care what you think about fraudulent Sleepy Joe. He's a sex trafficking, demon-possessed mongrel. He's of the left. He ain't no better than the Pope and Oprah Winfrey and Tom Hanks.
Damn, he got words for the Pope. Yo, evangelicals are coming out hard against the Catholics, dude. Hell yeah. Look at that. The real war of the worlds, brother. You tell him. You tell that fucking Pope right now. No, because the Pope is leftist, dude. We got a gay Pope. He's goddamn communist. He likes to dance, ladies and gentlemen of this congregation. Did you know the Pope likes to dance? I say that's a sin. Would you be terrified if I told you that the Pope also speaks Espanol? Ladies and gentlemen, the devil's tongue. I tell you what, we ain't got none of that in here.
And the rest of that wicked crowd, God is going to bring the whole house down. I said he's going to bring the whole house down. He's going to burn the whole thing to the ground. He's going to expose all these bunch of pedophiles. I'm telling you, he's going to expose Kamala Harris for the Jezebel demon that she is.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, that's awesome. Bro, he said Kamala Harris is a Jezebel demon, dude. Oh, that's fucking sick. A Jezebel demon. Oh, jeez, Lord mercy, dude. Kamala Harris told you that you cannot come, ladies and gentlemen. When she said do not come, she meant white Christian women and men in loving relationships.
I don't know why pastors don't talk about this stuff. Well, I do. They don't want to seem crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you already gave yourself the answer, dude. That's why. Seem crazy, dude.
I'm already crazy. People like, do you really think it's that much of an epidemic?
I mean, this is so much fun, though. Like, I totally see the appeal of this, especially if you're like a horrific monster. Incredibly racist, monstrous person. Like, this is so much fun. You get together with your friends and family every Sunday, and this guy is doing like all the greatest hits. It's like a stand-up special, but for freaks. You know what I mean? It's wild. It's so much fun.
Do you
Oh, he's got the auxiliary officer ring too.
honestly believe, we're going to get somewhere crazy. Do you honestly believe, Pastor Locke, that the military uncovered tunnels beneath the Capitol building and beneath the White House and in the Five-Fingered Lakes? Do you really believe that they found kids? Yeah, both live ones and dead ones. And if you disagree with that, and if you try to discount that, and if you try to cover that, and if you try to keep that on the DL, you're just as complicit as Hunter Biden and the rest of them bunch of crack-smoking perverts.
Dude, if there's someone smoking crack, it's fucking you, dude. Like, Hunter Biden comes across normal and well-adjusted in comparison to our Jebediah right here, a son of sin. I love when these guys get caught doing, like, all the worst shit. It's so much funnier. To be honest, seeing this as a Christian is saddening. These people are going to judge all of us because this dude. No, this guy is a psycho fundamentalist, dude. Hunter Biden is America's prince and he's precious and I love him. Vibes unparalleled to Hunter Biden. It's true. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. It's significantly more fun that they're having than, like, I mean, even though their world is like riddled with hatred and fear, any given moment is terrifying for them. Like, can you imagine living in a world where you unironically believe that there are tunnels under the White House for pedophilia? Like, that's got to be a very weird world to live in, right? But having said that, it's still a lot of fun. Like, the world is like an action movie and you're the main hero in that action movie if that's the way you operate, right? It's a lot more fun than the constant self-inflicted wounds that, like, liberals engage in. I forget who said this, but it was like, you guys wanted me to talk about, like, whiteness and how some liberals see it as a disease. Like, white liberals specifically talk about how, like, you know, slavery is a wound that we inflicted and that, you know, I'm ashamed of my white skin as a consequence of, like, America's original sin and stuff like that. So that stuff is not as fun as what this guy's doing. I feel like it comes from, like, I wonder if it's like Catholic roots that you constantly have to feel like in pain and in shame. You know what I mean? You constantly have to live with the guilt. And I feel like that's not as fun. You know what I mean? I don't know where it comes from, but, like, those people are basically no different than the religious people who, like, whip themselves. You know what I mean? At the end of every night. And after a while, that ritual becomes liberating. Like, you feel good when you're flogging yourself at the end of the day. It's no different than these liberals who say shit like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing to be white. Like, I live with the shame every day. It's like, oh fuck, man, the slavery stuff is just, you know, I apologize to every black person I see all the time. And it's like, you're fucking ridiculous. You're a ridiculous person. Like, you are jerking off on the timeline. That is no different than the person who wants to express their BDSM kink fetish in public without your consent. You know what I mean? That's literally the same energy as the guy who wants to fucking not just do kink at Pride, but like straight up wants to show you, you know, wants to involve you in their own kink project without your prior consent. It's just like the entire world is their stage to constantly self-flagellate. Okay? That's what it is. It's no different than our 60-second ad break. Oh, fuck! Dude, I had such a better segue than that, dude. God damn it! Fuck! I had actually a fucking solid segue for the top of the hour ad break. It was like I was sloshing it around in my brain. Please stop linking the historic moment with G4 with Olivia Munn. Please, 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 chatter. Please, are you okay? Are you okay? Since 12:18, you have spammed this link over and over again while we're doing politics. Please, please, just be normal. Please be normal. Please, 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 please be normal. Please. I beg of you. Anyway, top of the hour every hour. It's time for the second ad break of the day. Okay. You no longer want to see those ads. You already know. All you need to do is subscribe. You can subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Or a $5 subscription. Okay. Here's the ad break now. Okay, let's watch this fucking crazy shit. Ever since I started dating my boyfriend, we both felt like we already knew each other. We also had a lot of deja vus while being together. So we decided to do a past life regression meditation. And turns out we did know each other. We lived in Ireland in the 1500s. We were a lesbian couple and had to keep it secret because the hard times. My soul's body looked a bit like this. And his soul's body looked a lot like this. Wait, is she black? Is she saying that she was black in Ireland in the 1500s? How do I delete this memory? No, too late, dude. You now know for a fact. Why is it that these people are never ugly in their past lives? It's always like, yeah, I was this like super hot. I was this like super hot Irish woman. And I was this super hot Moor woman in Ireland in the 1500s. Okay? And we were super hot. Like, we were just fucking cool as shit. We were discovered by his soul's body family and they accused me of witchcraft. What? So I was finally condemned to the stake. My only crime was loving my soulmate. But in this life, we've been given a second chance. Let's just hope this one's not so tragic. Haha. Holy gums, dude. That's a gummy mommy right there. There may have been small number of Arabs in parts of Europe. Archaeologists only recently started admitting Europe wasn't 100% white. How did they do that? Like, how do they find this stuff? Who was it that said can't trust gum smilers? It's not body shaming. You're just smiling way too hard, okay? I don't know how you can do that. I don't know how to do that. So, let's be real, dude. I mean, this is what happens. This is what happens when you're like, you're just going along with anything, dude. This is no different than me being like, oh yeah, I love astrology. Okay, just to get laid. Like, straight up. I don't believe this dude believes this stuff. He's just going along with it. Like, he's just on the journey. He's like, yeah, oh yeah, totally. I was a lesbian Irish woman. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's real, honey. You're so right. Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, totally. So the other question I have is like, why are they never ugly? That's how you know it's fake. Because it's never like I was ugly, I was a leper, I was a bad person in a past life. Like, they never say, it's never like realistic. You know what I mean? Not only was I a leper, but I was also like a fucking horrible person. Or no one ever says like, oh yeah, in a past life, I was alive for like 3.5 minutes and then immediately died. Like I was like stillborn. It's always people that lived robust lives that got hunted as witches and shit, that they were in like love, and you know, it's just, why? Why? Why is it never, I was a fucking serf whose head got lopped off because I couldn't, you know, bring in enough grain that year? I'm just saying it's 100% fake for that reason. Everybody's sexy. Everybody lived like crazy lives. And it's just all made up. If you were alive for 3 minutes in a past life, how would you remember it? Think before you talk. This is bait, right? I want this to be real so bad. Wouldn't it be ableist to undermine the struggle they're going through, though? Do you ever feel uncomfortable when girls do this stuff? Feels like I would get uncomfortable real quick. Sex should be illegal because I can't get it. Okay, this is a troll. A good one, too. No, he's just funny. It's actually funny. I need to see more of this stuff. Wait, isn't it kind of dangerous to do this kind of meditation? I mean, I want to do it so bad, but I'm scared I'm going to be stuck in there and not be able to come. I'm going to come. There's part 2 in the comments where she's a French noble. Shut the fuck up. Are you serious? Hold up. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's more. Oh my God. There's more. You liked my past life regression TikTok. So I didn't see this one. A psychic medium told me about it during an aura reading. This is what happens when you functionally eradicate organized religion. For good. It's a good thing. And then you don't substitute it for anything meaningful. Okay? This is at the heart of my this is what I genuinely believe in. What I've believed in for a very long time. An incredibly concise and profound explanation could be found in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Dennis explains the God hole. Okay? And it is literally my worldview. It is a worldview that I've had even before I watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It is the same exact worldview that I've had where this is precisely what you do. You fill it up with like karmic justice or Hinduism, like, or sorry, Buddhist spirituality, stuff like that. Like you have to, and you often do it in a bastardized fashion because you're not fully aware of like what that entails. Or if you're like me, you fill it up with hedonism, with hedonistic degeneracy. No, this is shifting stuff, which is pretty good. What is happening with my...
Hi, guys.
How I shifted the Hogwarts? No way. Okay, let's watch this first. Apparently, I was a noble girl in the France. Oh, come on, dude. Why? This is literally what I'm saying. You're never like a piece of shit. Like, you're never like an ugly piece of shit. My family wanted me to marry a rich man, but I was not in love with him. So I said no, but they tried to force me. So I got on my horse and ran away. I found a little abandoned cottage in the middle of the forest, so I lived there all by myself. Dude, here's what it is, okay? Here's what it is. You just have an active imagination. It's not even that creative, though, because it's like, it's always like just a Disney story. Like, you just believe, you watch a Disney story, and you're saying, like, the Disney story is the way I lived. I hunted and grew all my food and sewed my own clothes. I lived only on my own. My only company was my horse. According to the medium, that's where my soul learned to never settle for what others want me to do or be, and always be myself. She's so like fond of this. That's why in this life, I don't really care about what people think of me. Peace. Yeah, which is why I made a fucking TikTok about it. Nothing says you don't care about how people think of you by, you know, posting these like insane lucid dreams that you post on TikTok now. I love this shit, dude. It's great. I think people should be allowed to dream. But I should be able to laugh at this person. Anyone who wants to take my right away from me to like be able to laugh at this person. Wow. And other people that have like past life experiences and stuff like that, you're a piece of shit. Like, you're literally taking something away from me. This person doesn't deserve voting rights, to be honest. No. Yeah, no one is like, so what's up? Like, why are you like a black woman who somehow didn't get arrested or murdered in the 1500s in Ireland, but like, it's never like, I was literally sold off into slavery in a past life. Why haven't the white people captured that energy yet? Oh my God, I just spoke that into existence. Oh my God, there's gonna be like this fucking white upper middle class above average looking girl with a TikTok who's literally now gonna be like, I was a fucking, in a past life, I was a child who was enslaved. I was a black child who was enslaved. Oh my God. And my past life trauma haunts me to this day. Oh, oh my God, I'm sorry. Boys, I'm sorry. I literally just spoke that into existence. Someone is going to do that. Oh my God.
2, 3, fuck it.
Woke up one morning, decided. So I woke up one morning, decided, hey, let's do a past life regression. Trigger warning for anybody that's not mentally stable, who has anxiety. Please don't do this because it literally messed with me for a good couple of days.
Yeah, no, you're definitely mentally stable. No, dude. Nothing says I'm mentally stable like believing that you fucking traveled back to a past soul life that you had. This is so good.
So in my deep meditative state, I saw myself as a white female with light brown hair, and I had a daughter. I was wearing clothes that kind of resembled like medieval times, and I was out with my daughter picking fruit or like harvesting something. Then I just remember these men in black horses came and they separated me and my daughter and were calling me a witch. As I was watching my daughter get pulled away from me, the men took me away and slit my throat. And when they slit my throat, I honestly choked up and started crying. Like, it felt so real to me, and I just didn't even know how to feel. Up until this day, I can't wear turtlenecks. I can't keep anything close to my neck.
Dude, come on. Oh, this is so good. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God, dude. Oh my God. She's literally wearing a necklace, dude. Oh, please stop. Oh, please. This is too good. Everybody wants to be witches, dude.
I feel like it suffocates me. It just triggers something in me. I legit had to like calm myself down after that. I felt like I just needed to rest.
3 signs that you know somebody from one of your past lives.
Oh dude, this guy.
Time starts feeling weird when you're around this person. So maybe time speeds up or time slows down, but you tend to check the clock and you're like, what? It's only been 10 minutes? It feels like it's been 2 hours. Or, oh my God, it feels like it's been 30 minutes, but it's been 5 hours. Time kind of takes on another role. Time is not in its normal flow when you're around this person.
Or maybe you're fucking enjoying yourself around this person and you just like don't think about it.
In its normal flow when you're around this person.
I'm a hypnotherapist, and this is one of my favorite stories from doing a session. This girl came to me, and even though she had a lot of issues going on in life, she was always just super happy and took things like really positively. But she had like a weird fear about holding babies and just felt like she just needed more answers in life in general. So we do the session, we put her under, and as we start the session, we find out that she was this cute little lady in the middle of a forest during medieval times because she didn't.
Medieval. Bro, if you're a scammer, I'm assuming you're like saying people are living during medieval times a lot, right? Of course, it's always suspiciously so similar to how like Hollywood is depicted medieval times. Just learn how to spell it though. Like, what do you mean?
Didn't want to be a part of anybody's kingdom. Well, one of the king's men found her in the forest and convinced her to come live in their territory. And they were promised
What? Why would that happen? They convinced her? No, motherfucker. They would have raped and murdered her and then taken like the 3 potatoes in her house and moved on. Why would they be like, oh yeah, we really want you. Hey, come on, please. You would make for an incredible serf. Like you.
everything that they want as long as they serve the king. Well, her service was to be his surrogate, so have his baby. And she did not like that, mostly because she wasn't able to keep her baby when it was done. So she has the baby.
Wait, what? It went to the queen who she didn't like at all? What? I think these people would benefit a lot from, at the very least, like learning how power dynamics worked back then, so that it's not like so easily disprovable that it's just like you just made this up. But then again, it wouldn't be like, if it wasn't like romanticized, and people probably wouldn't want to, you know, believe it, right?
To keep her baby when it was done. So she has the baby. She escaped with the baby and took off back into the forest. Watch part 2 for more. Part 2. So in this life, she escapes back to her house in the forest with her new daughter from the king. And for a while, they live a totally good life. She raises her daughter for about 3 or 4 years. But then the king's men end up finding her again in the forest, and this is where...
Sad! Then the king's men found her again, dude. No, sad.
It gets kind of ugly. They not only took the child back, but they also cut off all of her hair on the spot and then took her as their own prisoner to take her back to the king.
What? Why wouldn't they just cut her head off at this point? This is the point where head cutting would have happened if this story was real. The head cutting would have happened before anything else. Also, how the fuck are the king's men, whoever they are, which I don't know why there is like a king's men that operate like this. Why are they like, how are they able to find people when like motherfuckers were getting away with crimes like 30 years ago before like DNA evidence had been, the science around like DNA evidence had existed to the degree that it does. Like, what's going on?
Kingdom. She spent her life as a prisoner for about 2 years until her brother ended up breaking her out. And here is the fun part. The baby in that life is her sister in this life, and her brother was the same brother that she has in this life.
Oh my god, that is a big reveal, dude. That's a big reveal. That is a fun part.
As well. And when she told her mom said it all made sense because when she was a little girl, she used to take her sister out of her mom's hands and say, "Thank you for having my baby." She also would refuse to cut her hair, ever, and would scream if anyone ever tried. And her and her sister have incarnated many lives together that way because it teaches their soul love.
Wait, it's a soul contract that helps their souls learn love. They're good at it together. Dude, this makes too much sense, dude. I'm getting chills, boys. This is real. This is real.
Love.
Tell me about a time your child's told you a past life story.
So on September 11th, 2019, my
Dude, what's up with 9/11? Why are they always like, why is shit popping off around 9/11 today? Like a lot.
daughter was 4 years old. And I was scrolling through my Facebook, and there's some 9/11 memorial posts, and she just so happened to see the Twin Towers on one of them. So she points to one of the towers, I think it was the North Tower, and she said, "Hey Mom, I used to work there." And I was like, "When?" She's like, "Before." And she said that one day she was working and the floor got really hot. So she stood on her desk because the floor was too hot. And she said that her and her friends were trying to get through the door, but they couldn't open the door. So she jumped out the window and flew like a bird. Mind you, Bella has never heard about 9/11 before.
So I did this.
I'm going to look at this Brian Weiss past life regression session in a second, by the way. We got to do this. I found your past life experience. Yeah, it's me.
It's like meditation thing that a lot of people here on TikTok have been doing, where it's basically you meditate into your deepest self-conscious and remember your past life. The videos I saw of people describing their experience I thought were really dramatic because it was really detailed, but it's actually real. I remembered so much about my past life. There is a warning though, this can bring out, this can make you really emotional because mine did. Me, my husband, and my daughter all lived in this house that was in like this swamp landscape, and me and my daughter were really close, and
Yeah, and I had a donkey come up and and annoy me, and it was crazy. I just wanted to live by myself. Okay, and then I had to go on this adventure with a donkey. There was a dragon that we fought at a certain point. I don't know.
She ended up getting kidnapped from me. The moment she was taken from me, I instantly broke out of meditation and started sobbing. I even saw how I died, which was in a really brutal way, and it's just a lot. If you do this...
Wait, she won't even tell us how she died? I need to know.
Be careful.
Be careful. Oh.
Fun fact about me, I went to a psychic, and in a past life she told me I worked at a meat packing plant and I fell into the meat grinder and they didn't stop production.
And that's why I'm a vegan.
They ate me. So to clarify, about like 50 years ago, 8 people ate my past life body. They ate my meat.
Okay, there's no way that's a real... Dude, what the fuck? Polymism? No, that's like... No. She's just got a vor fetish, dude. She literally just has a vor fetish. That's what it is.
Go forward slowly.
I did the hypnosis thing to see into your past lives, and I highly recommend it. 1, it was in the 1600s in Scotland / Europe. I was born into a poor family. I was one of the youngest only girl. I had 2 older brothers. My mom died of tuberculosis when I was still around 12. It was my worst heartbreak. I married a wealthy man, but there was no love at all. He beat me often. I loved our driver. We never ended up together, though. I outlived my husband and died alone of old age. I was ready to depart. It put a lot into perspective for me. I'm here in this lifetime to love and be loved. I'm so glad I read all that. HasanAbi won't read my leftist meme that I wrote, but he sits here and reads like fucking Scottish past life experiences on TikTok. Scotland / Europe, by the way. Also, drivers in the 1600s, like, what were they driving? A horse? Like a carriage driver?
Well, you look like yourself, but you're somebody else.
I'm a hypnotherapist, and this is my past life story.
Oh, hell
So I
yeah.
originally went into hypnotherapy because I was having a repetitive dream about me getting washed in really high waves, but being really calm about it. So I made this the focus of my session and made sure that this is what I got to the bottom of. When I dropped into the life in this session, I was a young girl on an underdeveloped island. I found out that my parents had been killed a couple years earlier, and my brother was an authority figure on the island.
See, okay, I like this. They're getting into like weird shit now. You know what I mean? It's not always like a love story straight out of Pride and Prejudice. It's now like, now they're like talking about weird shit. Like I was a tribesman.
The island started to become more of a community with jobs and functions, and I was not ready for that. So while my brother delegated jobs, I stayed back and made jewelry and just hung out. After a while, the other islanders weren't a fan of me, but my brother always had my back. But I also felt like that was ruining my brother's reputation. And spoiler alert, my older brother in that life is my younger brother in this life. So
It's always a self-report, dude. It's literally like they just are. There's this endless feeling of covering up your personal flaws in this life by drawing back to like trauma or experiences in a past life. Like, it's obvious that like her younger brother probably is like a little bit embarrassed by her being a fucking TikTok hypnotherapist. So he's just like, you know, he's like an accountant or some shit. And everyone's like, yo, what's up with your fucking older sister, dude? She's kind of weird.
Stop embarrassing my brother, I took off in the middle of the night. Can't fit it all, so watch for part 2.
Bro, she's always fitting it in part 2 though. I'm such a fan.
Part 2. So I left the tribe to just do whatever, but was still close enough to where if there were any events going on, I could still make my way back over there. And I had memories of times I would go visit, and people told me I can come back, but I still just wanted to do my own thing. But then there was an issue at the tribe I used to live at, and when I went to go check on what happened, I found my brother's dead body. Found out it was an inside job and mostly an exchange of powers within the tribe. So I took my brother's body back to the hut, and I buried him with banana leaves and flowers until I decided there was really no point in me living anymore. So I ended up walking into the ocean where there were big waves, and I swam till I drowned. So I found out when I'm dreaming of that, it's usually in a chaotic time of my life, and it's kind of a weird way that my body brings me back to that time where I found peace amongst the chaos in the ocean. Sometimes the reason why we
What is that emote? Yo, look at the emoji she used there, dude. Ooh. I found peace amongst the chaos in the ocean. Ooh. So kinky, dude.
we dream things are weird.
What if these are real? Oh my God, there's more. Oh my God, there's more. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
94.
Okay, I have to pee.
I think that the 4-year-old I
have to pee
nannied
so
for
bad.
just told me about his past life. Here's why. We're having a normal conversation and he says to me, yeah, that was the life before my surgery. And I know enough about the kid to know that he has never had surgery before, so I said, hey, what do you mean before your surgery? He says, yeah, don't you remember like a long time ago when I was older and I got shot? And he's like, and then I went to surgery and when I came back I was a baby again and I had a different mom. I said, what? He said, yeah, my old mom. Then explained to me what she looked like, explained to me the siblings he used to have before the siblings he has now, and the ones he explained were very different than the ones he has right now. Here's the best part. He told me that he was a bad guy and that there was a lot of people after him before he got shot, and he got shot trying to hide in a library. He's 4 years old. He can't just make this up. Their brains don't work like that.
Tell me about a time your child's told you a past life story.
Okay, yes, I have a good one. So, my brother, who is currently 3 years old, and yes, he's 3. Oh my God, how old am I? I'm 29. There's a huge 25-year age gap. Latinos are popping kids at all times. But that's not important right now. So, a couple of months ago, my brother, out of nowhere, out of the blue, he's like, Mana, because that's what he calls me, Mana. He's like, Mana, do you remember when I used to be the big one and you were the baby and I was teaching you how to eat and how to walk and I was teaching you things?
No way, dude. That's crazy. That we must look deeper into this.
And I'm just there like, no, I don't remember that. What the hell are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you used to be the baby and I used to be the adult. And I'm just there like, what the?
Today we're going to be talking about James Leininger, who was born to Andrea and Bruce Leininger on April 10th, 1998. So when James was around 2 years old, he started having very vivid nightmares. Andrea recalls that she would come into his room and hear him screaming things like airplane crash, plane on fire. When James was able to speak, his parents started asking him about these dreams. James started recounting experiences that sounded like they were out of World War II. He claimed that he flew a plane called the Corsair, that it took off from a boat called the Natoma, and that he had a flying partner named Jack Larson. James also played with GI dolls, which he named Walter, Leon, and Billy. When his parents asked him about these names, he claimed that they were the men that met him when he got to heaven. Obviously, his parents were very confused, so in September of 2002, his father, Bruce, went to a World War II reunion event for the Natoma. While there, he learned that there was a pilot that died at Natoma Bay.
Oh my God, there's an actual story behind this. Back in 2004, they wrote it nearly 6 decades ago. 21-year-old Navy pilot. Dude, I love this. I love shit like this, dude. I love shit like this. Oh my God. That's awesome.
His name? James Huston Jr. Like for part 2.
Oh, please tell me the part 2 is in here.
Not only was James Huston Jr. a real person, but the GI dolls and Jack Larson were as well. Billy, Leon, and Walter were all aviators that died before James Huston and had the same hair color as the GI dolls. Jack Larson was still alive. Here he and James Leininger are together. Bruce also met 3 other men that day that confirmed a lot of the things that James had said. One of the craziest parts of this story is that James was actually able to reunite with his past life sister, Annie Barron. James had never...
Dude, that's so sad. That's so incredibly fucked up and so sad. Oh my God, this is hilarious. My son has this crazy past life story. He was this brilliant artist who never got his due. And once he was rejected from the art academy, he decided to join the military. But then he took all of that energy and became a leader of a country. He was very ambitious. However, he was persecuted for loving his country too much and also for his convictions, and ended up dying in a bunker due to suicide. He wanted to make Germany great again. That's so good. That's so good, dude. We got to make these fake ones up for like historical figures. Oh, my man said Holocaust isn't funny. Thank you for your brilliant and insightful analysis. Yeah, no shit, dude.
Never met Annie, and yet he was able to confirm that they had another sister named Ruth. He knew the age differences between all of the siblings. He knew that their father was an alcoholic. And he even remembered a random memory about them getting portraits drawn together when they were younger. All of which Annie confirmed. James is now 22 years old, and he and James Huston look pretty similar. See for yourself. Let me know if you guys want me to do more stories like that yourself.
What? They don't even look similar. What? Like, I have face blindness. And I think like all white people look alike, and even I can tell these people are not, they don't look alike at all.
Let me know if you guys want me to do more stories like this.
Tell me about a time your child's told you a past life story.
For context, I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's where I raised my son. This one time he was about 4 or 5, and I was going on about how incredibly lucky or blessed that I felt because he was my son. To which he replied, "Yeah, I'm so lucky I got to choose you." And I said, "Choose me?" And he said,
Damn, bro. This is a mom who literally watched Pixar Disney's Soul, okay? There it is. That's what this is. When you watch Soul and you believe it.
He said, "Yeah, this one time I was with my other mother and we were walking through the forest. We found a cabin and you were inside, and I looked through the windows and I said, yeah, I want her to be my next mom. And that's how I got here." And I said, "Your other mother?" And he said, "Yeah, my other mother." And I said, "Bub."
I remember in a past life, I was a very tall and lanky built man. People always celebrated me for my honesty. I remember wanting everyone to be free in America, and I advocated greatly for the abolishment of slavery. I thought that was not very cool. I also did briefly talk about potentially taking all the freed black people over to Liberia, but that's a different story. The last memory I have from this life is being in a fancy theater hall and watching a play with my wife. And then that's the reason why I have so much trauma and I hate going to theaters now. I can't go to a movie theater. I don't know why. I just remember like Bay of Pigs a lot. Okay. And I loved hooking up with sexy ladies, including this this woman. I think her name was Marilyn. I don't know. And then one day I'm with my wife and we're in a convertible and I can't remember anything else. And that's why I keep getting headaches every time I ride in a convertible. And also I just have this unreasonable fear of Texas.
I want her to be my next mom. And that's how I got here. And I said, your other mother? And he said, yeah, my other mother. And I said, bub, I'm your only mom. And he said, this time around. I asked him to describe what the other mother looked like. And he said, she has long white hair that touched the ground. It would drag on the ground. And that she had pale skin. White as snow skin.
What? Her mother was a elf? What the fuck?
Tell me about a time your child's told you a past life story.
Okay, so this actually wasn't my kid. It was my sister when she was a baby. Okay, just so you know, me and my sister are 13 months apart. And when we were babies, my grandmother used to smoke, but she didn't want anybody to know. So she used to hide out in the laundry room and do it. And one time when my sister was about 2 or 3 years old, she went in the laundry room and caught my grandmother smoking a cigarette. And my grandmother tried to put it out real quick and hide it, but my sister said, oh, Grandma, that's okay. When I was a lady, I used to smoke cigarettes all the time, and I used to burn myself a lot. Then she proceeded to point to a small birthmark on her body and say, look, this is where I burned myself real bad one time. Crazy, right?
Scary past life memories. A Reddit user talked about how they would have the same dream that they were living in the past. They said they would constantly have a dream about being in the 1940s and being shipped off to war. It was the same dream every time. He was a young man in England and he knew that the war was coming. He thought that getting involved in the war was the right thing to do, so he enlisted. This turned into him getting accepted into the army, and then the last part of the dream was always the feeling that he was stepping onto a boat and heading off to war. He has no idea where this dream comes from or if it's connected to a past life, but he constantly has it. A 2-year-old boy in England started telling his mom that he used to be a woman. He went into detail about how he was alive before and he was married to a man named George, and the two of them didn't like each other very much. And then one day the former lady had a baby with the man named George, but he didn't want the baby around, so he was mean to both of them, so she took the baby and ran away. This is a pretty bizarre story for a kid to break down, and he swore that he lived and grew old as a woman before and was married to a man named George. That's everything we have for you today. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe.
I'm a hypnotherapist, and this is one of my favorite stories from doing a session. This girl came to me and...
Bro, there's no like client privilege here, by the way, when you're a hypnotherapist. That's illegal? No, it's not. She's a fucking hypnotherapist. She's not like a real... That's not like... She's not doing real therapy, chat.
And even though she had a lot of issues going on in life, she was always just super happy and took things like really positively. But she had like a weird fear about holding babies and just felt like she just needed more answers in life in general. So
Chat be like, this is a HIPAA violation. Yeah. Spiritual HIPAA, dude.
we do the session, we put her under. And as we start the session, we find out that she was this cute little lady in the middle of a forest during medieval times because she didn't want to be a part of anybody's kingdom. Well, one of the king's men found her in the forest and convinced her to...
Oh, we already saw this one. Oh, damn. The hair cutting technique. That one sucked.
And her and her sister have incarnated many lives together that way. Because it teaches their soul love.
So a few weeks ago, my older sister had a set of twins, and my daughter just met them before bed via FaceTime for the first time. It was going really cute until she just randomly blurts out to us, one of the babies is going back to heaven. I have no idea why she would ever say that because we don't even talk about religion or heaven in our house, so it's really, really strange that she says this. Really creepy that she says this. It's not the first creepy thing she said to me either. Another time she told me randomly, like nothing, no context to what we were talking about, I'm not big anymore. When I asked her more about it, she meant that she was now a child again, which was, again, really strange, but kids can have imaginations that run wild. Then there was the time, though, that my stepfather passed away, and she was about 3 years old. She started randomly laughing hysterically at nothing.
Wait, did the child die? Did I miss it?
Looking out a window, and I asked her what was so funny. She tells me, friend David. My stepfather's name was David, and we don't know any other Davids that she would know. I don't know if you guys remember a few months ago, I made a post about...
Dude, this is funny. I feel like these people should not have children, dude. Like, I don't know if they can take care of kids, dude, if this is the energy that they're putting out there. I'm just saying, like...
About my daughter talking about some creepy stuff about one of her newborn twin cousins going back to heaven. Well, today she just made a comment, and it definitely has solidified my belief that she has been to heaven, and she knows way more than us about it. She told me as we were pulling out of the subdivision that I had forgot to buckle her harness. We were in a hurry and I made a huge mom mistake, so of course I pulled over right away to do that, and I was profusely apologizing to her, telling her I was so sorry that I wanted to keep her safe and I never meant to forget to...
Wait, what? Why would you apologize to your child? They don't fucking know. I made a huge mistake. I'm so sorry to you, child. Of course, I want to make sure that you're safe all the time. Like, what?
Buckle her in. And she told me, I like going where the babies come from. When I'm there, I'm a little angel. We don't talk about religion in our house, so I have no idea where she would be getting these things from. We don't have cable TV, and we never unsupervise their TV time anyways, so it really is something that she keeps bringing these things up to us, and it was really, really something else to hear.
My 3-year-old daughter is always telling me stories about her angel parents and the life she didn't have with me. The other day she told me her angel daddy's name was Kevin, and that they were driving together when cops pulled him over, took him away, and then he died in jail. She also told me she chose me in the woods.
Tell me about a time your child's told you a past life story.
When I was 4 years old, my daughter came to me and started talking about her past life. She told me she was a potato harvester. And she told me she had a sister that she really, really loved. Then she told me she died in that life, but she told her sister when she died to meet her in her next life. So I was like, okay. She told me she met God, that God was a woman. She was 4 years old. And I was like, okay. She told me that God is always dressed in orange and in red. And okay, I was like, fine. A couple of months passed and my grandfather died. I was very upset. And my daughter told me, Mom, don't be sad. Your grandfather went to the stars, picked up my sister from my past life, and he brought her back. And now she's in your tummy. And that's how I found that I was pregnant with my second daughter.
Human trafficking? What the fuck? Psychological facts no one knows. It's so good. This is so good. I'm starting to remember things from past life. Okay, stop. Did I? Oh, here, this one.
If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Rochelle, and in this video, I am going to be shifting. If you don't know what shifting is when you're transporting your subconscious mind from your current reality, also known as your CR, into your desired reality, known as your DR. This desired reality isn't some kind of dream or anything. It is actually a whole different reality that is real life and has real people. In this video, I will be shifting to Hogwarts. So I really want to shift just because I thought it'd be really nice to just escape escape my current reality for a little bit. I mean, we all go through these moments in our life in our current reality where we're feeling a little overwhelmed, maybe stressed out, or maybe dealing with some personal struggles. For me right now, it is currently exam season, so I'm feeling a little stressed out. That is why I really want to shift right now, just so I can escape the stress and the pressure from my current reality. And I guess I just really want a moment in my desired reality where I can feel stress-free. In terms
Wait, this is like, it's just called dreaming, right? Like, it's just like, I mean, it definitely is it probably is unhealthy, I feel like. You're like meditating, but you're using it, I guess, like, you're not really meditating. I feel like meditating creates mindfulness where you develop like a better understanding of the world. This is more so like you're literally just closing your eyes and imagining a better world, like a more fun. Like you're trying to literally disassociate from the actual world that you live in to escape. All right,
of why I want to shift to Hogwarts, well, who wouldn't want to shift to Hogwarts? I've read all the books and I've watched all the movies, and it just feels like something I really want to experience. I mean, it's just a really cool world and magic is real there. As always, before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date and notified of when and what I post. And with that, let's just get into the video. This video is actually my second shifting video that I have posted.
What?
In my first video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, I talked about a couple different shifting methods you could try. I also did a script with me where I show you how and what I put in my script. And I took you along with me over a couple of days while I attempted to shift. When I filmed that video, I was very green to shifting. Those nights I filmed were actually a couple of my first few nights I attempted to shift. And spoiler alert, I was unsuccessful at shifting then. However, I did experience some of the signs and symptoms that tell you you are close to shifting. And that's what really motivated me to film this video. If I'm gonna be honest, I still think I'm a beginner at shifting. I mean, I'm not as green as I was when I filmed my first shifting video, but I'm still not fully experienced at shifting. In between my last video and now, I did try shifting a couple more times. In those tries, I wasn't able to fully shift, but again, I did feel some of those symptoms that tell you are close to shifting. So in this video, I really wanted to document my experience to see my
This is like the girl version of the YouTube guys who retain their semen. This is literally, yeah, women do nofap. Oh, it's the same energy. Like, actually, the nofap guys are like way more serious, though. They get very upset when you make fun of them.
progression and see if I've improved since then. And I don't know, maybe even successfully shift. Who knows?
So here's the thing I don't get. Like, so they know that it's not real. Like, she knows that she's not real. Right? So she's just going into like a... Like, shifting is when you kind of know that the other world is like make-believe, because magic is real there. No, they think it's real? Wait, what?
I guess you can say this video is kind of like a part 2 to my last shifting video. So my plan for this video is to take you along with me over the next couple of days while I attempt to shift. Each morning after the night I attempt to shift, I will update you and tell you my experience on how it went. From the last few tries, I've picked up on some of the things that worked for me and some of the things that didn't. So over the next few days while I attempt to shift, I will be trying some new things. I will also be applying some of the things that previously worked really well for me and trying some of the same methods. And I will be disregarding some of the things that I felt didn't really work for me. In my last video, I did ask you guys—
Dude, this is like when I was a kid and I had never gotten laid. Obviously, I was a virgin and I wanted to really bad. So I would like dream about what it would be like. I would try to like dream really hard about what sex would be like, to try to dream like getting a blowjob. Okay. But I just knew that that wasn't real. I was just like trying to think about it really hard and like dream about it and try to figure out what it would feel like. You know what I mean? Which is just called dreaming, I guess. Like I wasn't shifting into another. Dude, we professionalize everything, dude. It's the same tendency. It's the same tendency to just like say everything is trauma and abuse and everything is toxic and everything is, there's no lying. It's all gaslighting. Like that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like this is just daydreaming, but they professionalized it to call it like something different. Shifting.
Guys for some tips and pointers to help me improve my shifting, and quite a few of you did leave me some helpful comments, so I thought I would share them with you right now. The first comment I received was, don't try to shift more than 2 times a week because you're using a lot of mental energy and you can get sick. And try the same method for a few times before changing methods. Well, maybe that's why I was unsuccessful in shifting last time. Just because when I tried to shift then, I was shifting 4 nights in a row, and each night I tried to shift, I used a different method, so I guess I was really tiring myself out, and that's why my results weren't great then. This comment just kind of changes my plans for this video. I am actually going to be applying this tip, so I will be shifting twice this week and then twice next week. So I guess this video will span across 2 weeks then. Hopefully I will receive a better outcome when shifting. Another comment I received was to use guided meditation. They said that there are some specifically made for shifting, and it...
Okay, come on.
Please feel free to leave a comment. This is a popular method. I'm also deciding to do something that I didn't do.
Oh my god, it was like 6 minutes of her talking about shifting until she shifted.
Last time, I'm going to listen to some guided meditations. So what I felt like I was in a yoga class. I don't know if you've taken a yoga class, but sometimes guided meditations actually help me to focus better, just because I was constantly being told what to do. So the next time I woke up was, but I had to pee again. Yeah, so there's that. So tonight, right now, actually, I'm feeling kind of burnt out. It was just a really tiring school day today, but I did really want to shift tonight, so I think I'm gonna go for a simpler method. That is why I decided that I would do the pillow method today. If I can remember, the last time I tried the pillow method, I had dreams about being at Hogwarts. That did not mean that I had shifted. Those are actually dreams, but perhaps those dreams could mean...
Wait, there's a difference? What the fuck? There's a difference between just dreaming and shifting. Yeah, she's just trying to do lucid dreaming. They think it's real? I don't think I can shift to Hogwarts anymore because I shifted there and I scripted Draco to be more soft and nice. And I hit him while I was shifting and he started crying and I kept punching him and hitting him and he died. Why did you do that? Well, I didn't think he would actually die, bro. He's not real in this reality, but he is when you shift in a reality where he exists. If you refuse to believe that, then fine, but you need to. And she'll do it again. You guys know if you kill someone, it's a crime because there's a reality where you go to Hogwarts and there's a reality where Draco is real. So you committed a crime. Yeah, I don't think the kids are going to be all right. I think we're fucked. Can we watch the guy version after this? He thinks he's a Super Saiyan. I really wanted that to be real. When I was younger, I wanted to be a Super Saiyan. Who didn't, really? I wanted it so bad. I would just go like until I thought maybe I could, like, you know, if I tried and flexed really hard, maybe I could turn Super Saiyan. And it didn't happen. And guess what? A Day with Reality Shifters by Anthony Padilla.
Reality shifting, a phenomenon in which a person actively projects their consciousness from their current reality to another through numerous techniques. usually involving some combination of deep focus and manifestation. The sudden rise in reality shifting can likely be attributed to viral TikToks, such as ones labeled with hashtag Draco Malfoy, which in total has almost 20 billion views. Amidst wholesome Harry Potter fan edits, numerous videos explain how people can literally be with Draco Malfoy at Hogwarts through reality shifting. But shifters aren't limited to fictional locations and can experience any desired reality of their choosing. As this trend continues, the hashtag reality shifting specifically has garnered almost 400 million views on its own. My name's Anthony Padilla, and today—
Wait, this person said, oh shit. Someone in the chat is unironically defending shifting and said, well, how do you know what's real and what's not? Okay. We live on a floating ball. Like, how do you know what's real and what's not real? It's like, it's over, dude. It's done. They're right.
Today, I'm going to be sitting down with reality shifters to learn the truth about this elusive and often controversial practice. Is reality shifting a truly revolutionary mentality that has the potential to shape the way humanity experiences consciousness forever? Or is it nothing more than deeply vivid imagination, or just a trendier version of the ancient art of self-induced lucid dreaming? Hello, Cam.
Hi.
Daniel.
Hi, Anthony. How's it going?
Kristen.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on here and teaching me about the world of reality shifting.
A real pleasure. Thank you.
What do you consider yourself? A reality shifter? Someone who understands the concept of projecting your consciousness?
I would consider myself a shifter. A reality shifter. My background is something called lucid dreaming. Now, lucid dreaming is the ability to know that you're dreaming while dreaming.
Are you comfortable referring to yourself as a reality shifter? Or do you think that's they're different things?
I certainly don't have any issue with the terminology. I know that reality shifting has become a really popular phrase recently, and anything that gets people thinking about the mind and how the mind works, I'm all for.
What does reality shifting entail in general?
The belief that the multiverse is real. There are nearly an infinite amount of realities, and we're just choosing which one we want to experience.
Essentially taking your consciousness and shifting, literally shifting it to another reality. That reality could be like anything that you've envisioned, or it could be actual realities like Hogwarts or Narnia.
So really the experience is a lot like falling asleep consciously. It's basically you're bringing your awareness along for the ride. Fall into a dream and then suddenly realize, oh, this is a dream, I can control it.
The problem is, like, why don't they realize that it's not real? Like, someone else literally thought this up. It is a fabrication. It is something that another human being thought up, imagined, made up. Why can't they recognize that? That's what's like a little concerning about this entire thing. Like, how do you not realize that this is not a real thing? Please explain to me how you don't recognize that this is... It's frustrating me a little bit. Like, do they not realize that is like someone else conjured this universe up in their mind? Or do they think that that person also shifted to a different plane? And that's how they like wrote the universe or something.
And I would live out all of my childhood wishes, flying into space. That was the main one, really.
Is there more than one method to shift?
There are two main divisions. There's sleeping methods and awake methods. Sleeping methods are methods that you use when you're like planning to go to sleep and then shift during. Awake methods are methods that you do when you're awake and you're conscious, so that you shift while you're conscious.
Some of the more popular methods would be the Raven method, the Sunny method, the lucid dreaming method. A lot of those are just kind of waiting until you reach that state in between consciousness and unconsciousness, and then setting the intent to shift. I am most familiar with the Raven method. It's where you lay on your back in starfish pose, you count to 100. During those countings, you make sure you're affirming, you're visualizing where you want to go, and then at 100, you're done kind of with the method. You just set the intention you're going to shift, you fall asleep, and when you wake up, you're there.
The best approach is to build up this sort of critical thinking about the world around you. Any strange events are suddenly a cue to step back and think, oh, this could be a dream.
Just do drugs, forehead. Like, the fuck? Don't do drugs.
Yeah. And then you can do what's called a reality test. Now, a really simple one is you pinch your nose and you try to breathe through your pinched nose.
Okay, I'll try it right now. It made my ears tighten up and made me feel like I wanted to die.
But you couldn't breathe through it, right?
Correct. My lungs were about to collapse.
But if you were dreaming, you'd be able to breathe through your pinched nose because what you'd be pinching is an imagined nose. So if you make this a regular habit, then eventually you'll do this in a dream, and then you'll breathe through the pinched nose. You go, I'm dreaming. And then once you know that you're dreaming, that you're in a universe of the mind where you're essentially the creator of that world and anything is possible.
Can you describe what process works for you and what that feels like?
So what I do is that you write out your script, you read it a couple times, you put it under your pillow, and you just go to sleep saying affirmations. And I mix it with the Estelle method.
Bro, I can't do lucid dreaming at all. Sometimes when I've had like, when I have gas because I ate something and it makes it harder to breathe, when I'm dreaming, I'm like, I feel like I'm getting choked. And I know it's because I have gas. Okay? And like, I can't even get out of the dream to be like, I need to be able to breathe. So I can't even control shit when I know it's a fucking dream. And I start breathing normally. You know what I mean? Within the dream. And it's literally because I just have gas. Yes, gas can actually make you feel like you're having a heart attack sometimes. It's really fucked up. So respect to all the lucid dreamers. Okay? But you're not dreaming that there's a top of the hour ad break coming right now. That is the reality. Now, of course, there is a way to avoid the reality there. Or rather manage it. You can't actually like dream away the ad break because it's coming regardless. Oh, I took off streaming for one day and this is what I missed the most. Now the way to shift out of seeing ad breaks is by subscribing. You can do it for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Or you can shift out of seeing ads with a VPN or an ad block. But here's the ad break now. I know for a fact that you're scum and that's reality. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm just running an ad as is my contractual obligation. What the fuck? This guy's like, you're fucking scum, dude.
You envision yourself dancing with the person. When the music ends, that person leads you to like a door and they ask, are you ready? I say yes. I'll basically open the door and you'll be there. That's what it feels like.
Can you describe what scripting is?
Setting the parameters of the universe you want to go to. So you can script being in relationships. You can script the type of house you have. You can script what classes you're taking. Or you can just set it to a universe that you're already aware of, something like Harry Potter, Doctor Who, Marvel. It's not making a reality. It's just deciding which one you want to focus on.
How do you feel about scripts that are kind of pre-written online with like fill in the blank gaps?
Well, I think whatever works for you, whatever helps you define it best, I'm 100% okay with this. You don't even have to script if you don't want to. It just is you specifically choosing. I guess you could kind of let it roulette wheel and just let your subconscious decide where you're going to end up. That sounds a bit scary, but people do it. I've heard of people ending up in Attack on Titan, and it freaks me out a little bit.
No thanks. That's already too scary to watch anyway. Horrified. I actually printed out one of the fill in the blank scripts, so I wanted to get your opinion on how you think this would work and if you think it would work. So
Okay.
this one is for the Marvel universe, and it starts with my name is blank, my superpowers are blank, I am from blank, insert planet name, I am healthy, I cannot get sick, I cannot die or incur any major harm, nothing I encounter will traumatize me. I'm gonna script that into my own physical current reality.
I don't.
Dude, what the fuck? Dude, we are so fragile. I mean, human beings have always been fragile, but we've... God damn, maybe I am becoming a conservative, dude. I unironically feel like we're extra fragile now. Like, even when you're daydreaming, you have to put a fucking contractual obligation into the daydream that, like, you know, you cannot be traumatized by it. You know what I mean? Like, what you see in that daydream. We've broken this planet, dude. There's no shot that this is... Please tell me that this is not something all Zoomers believe in. Motherfucker, just because I said contractual obligation doesn't mean I'm running a ad. Okay, chill. I already ran it.
Personally believe you can script out things like trauma or getting too attached. I think if you come back to your reality, even
Like, why can't it just be daydreaming? I will never understand why it can't just be daydreaming. Like, it actually has to be going to a reality that you yourself have scripted. It's just daydreaming.
if you've scripted that, or that you don't get too attached and you think more on it and suddenly everything hits you at once, that script isn't going to help you.
So do you feel like this kind of would invalidate the entire script, or do you think that some people
No.
might add in details that just they cannot control?
The script is perfectly fine, and honestly, if people want to script that, it just means they won't be traumatized there or feel any sort of trauma there, and that's all fine and good as well if you just want to have a chill time.
Can you show us any of the scripts that you've written?
This one is for My Hero Academia. My name...
Oh my god! Oh no, dude! She scripted My Hero Academia.
is like Lilith Phantom Hive.
Good one. Good one.
The other things that I would script would be like health-wise, I'm okay. I can't get permanently injured. I sleep well. I have unlimited money. I want to be able to eat as much food as I want, so I need money.
Yeah. So do you say that you...
Damn, that's kind of sad, dude. It's sad because, like, these are things that obviously she wishes in the real world, right? She was to have in the real world. So she's just like, you know, daydreaming about it in her fantasy. It's also kind of sad that, like, even in her fantasy, she has to have unlimited money so she can eat all the food that she wants to eat. Capitalism has not been scripted out of the daydream. I'm scripting a universe where, you know, I have an accountant and he doesn't fuck me over and I'm paying my taxes. And also on top of that, like, if I get injured, I can get healthcare for free. Okay. And I can actually buy a house. And you know, I'm just scripting that. Like, I'm not constantly thinking about medical debt. Okay.
You will remain healthy no matter how much food you eat?
Yes, I can't gain weight, so we're good.
Do you alter your physical appearance and like what you're capable of?
Yes, I make myself taller. I usually make myself like buffer because I'm like, I'm gonna get ready to throw some hands if anyone tries anything.
This all sounds way easier than working out and getting plastic surgery.
Why do that when I can just shift realities?
Before we continue learning about the world of reality shifting,
I definitely think that these realities are realities that already exist. All
Dude, what the fuck? No, they don't. You scripted it.
we're doing is tapping into our own power that allows us to go to those realities. I believe that there are infinite versions of ourselves within each of those universes.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, ExpressVPN, for our continued partnership that allows us to continue this series.
He's like with an Express VPN, you can script yourself into another country in order to avoid ad breaks on the HasanAbi broadcast. It's a lot like scripting, where you make it seem like you're actually in the United States if you're a Turkish person, and porn has been scripted out of existence in your country because of a religious, hyper-conservative, authoritarian regime.
Anywhere in the world, so you can watch everything you don't usually have access to in your region. So let's say you are interested in dabbling in reality shifting and you want a little inspiration by rewatching the most incredible back to the world of reality shifting. When did you first shift and what was that like?
I recall a wake-initiated lucid dream, so falling asleep consciously, being in bed and then falling backwards through a tunnel.
Kind of like the scene in Get Out. He was just like in a black void falling.
Oddly enough, when I ended up in the dream or the shift, I was back in my bed, thought I'd just woken up, but it was actually a dream, and then I looked out the window and there was a giant rainbow fish just flying through the sky.
Magnificent.
Like, okay, so this is definitely
absolutely diabolical.
Not waking reality.
Okay, the other people are kids. What's this dude's excuse? I mean, he does have a piercing right there, so that's like automatically, I mean, that's an interesting piercing, you know what I mean? Like, this is not gonna be like a normal dude. No disrespect if you have that piercing, but you know, kind of an odd piercing to have.
At this point, I flew around a bit. I didn't do anything. I was about to say didn't do anything too exciting, but I was fine.
So. I just flew around with my mind. Nothing too special.
I decided to not do any methods. I was just tired, right? So I went to sleep and I woke up just thinking I'd be in my room. But I wasn't in my room. I was in someone completely different, and that's why I thought I got kidnapped.
So this was a scary experience then.
I woke up in the bedroom that I scripted I'd wake up, but I didn't really understand that that was the bedroom. All I knew is that I wasn't in my original room.
How often do you shift?
I usually shift once every month or every 2 months.
Okay, so it's actually a lot more rare than I think some people would imagine it to be.
I cannot physically deal with 2 lives at the same time.
Maybe 2 to 3 times a week would be my yearly average.
And what's your favorite kind of reality to experience?
I used to be I still am a massive fan of the Star Trek universe. In the Star Trek universe, they have the holodeck, which is basically their version of virtual reality. So it's a computer program, you go in and you can create anything. Well, I dream of going to the Star Trek universe, go into the holodeck, and then I can immediately go anywhere because
there's
it's all
multiple
computer
steps, but it like allows you to kind of experience the infinite universe.
Half of the problem with controlling these situations is believing it's possible. We have these deep expectations that that's how the world works. So when you're
never mind, he's just a lucid dreamer. I thought he was a shifter too. Right? He's not saying it's shifting. He's saying it's fucking lucid dreaming. Right? Am I misunderstanding?
Dreaming, your mind essentially goes, well, these rules still apply.
But it seems like it'd be easy to tell yourself that you're going to this different place where this is the reality.
Exactly. And that's something which I call reframing. So you reframe your expectations in a new way.
Do these alternate realities actually exist in
He's a lucid dreamer, not a shifter. This is coming from a shifter. You won't listen, but you shit on us? Please listen to me. I can explain. I don't like saying shifting realities because I believe that it's going into some state where we become a creator to something that already was there. And that's not how I describe it. And it's not dreaming at all. It's way above. It's realistic. Look, I don't mean to shit on you, but I do recommend seeing a therapist about this. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, that person's not. I don't think they're baiting, but I highly recommend talking to a therapist about this, especially if you're like around 26, Like in that age range, like, you know, and no, I don't mean, be careful. You might be scripting a reality now, but you're just shifting all of us with you. You're playing with your powers you don't understand. Yeah, shift the reality where you have a therapist, I think. What if I'm shifting right now and I'm unaware of it? What if we have all shifted into our realities? What if you, the Twitch chatter right now that's watching, shifted this entire universe and you forgot that you shifted this entire universe and you're literally living inside of it when in fact you're actually living in a different universe where you're asleep? I think I just broke like at least a healthy 100 people's brains just now. I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
Infinite universe, or is it more so something that you just conjure up in your mind?
I definitely think that these realities are realities that already exist. All we're doing is tapping into
You're
our
becoming
own
an
power.
R-atheism, Andy, but for reality shifting? I mean, yes, I am.
That allows us to go to those realities. I believe that there are infinite versions of ourselves. So all we have to do is just make sure that our consciousness gets.
I'm an R/atheism, Andy, for religion too. It's just that I'm much more understanding of people who do stuff like this as it pertains to organized religion.
They're already there, very much like the
I prefaced this entire conversation around this is the exact same thing that people do with organized religion. And I think that a lot of these people with like astral planes and shifting and stuff like that literally went to this direction as a consequence of organized religion not being as prominent and not being as like as ripe for indoctrination in Western countries like the United States. And that's why a lot of these like younger people gravitate towards this sort of stuff. So yeah, I think it's the exact same thing.
DC or Marvel multiverse that you would see. With each separate decision we make, it branches off into a separate reality. So while there aren't technically an infinite amount, it is a number I couldn't even begin to say.
As many stars as there are in the universe, which is more than the amount of grains of sand that there are on Earth.
Yeah, I would say possibly even more than that. Actually, it's stupid.
Are there any other big experiences that stand out to you?
In everything from conscious stars that I've communicated with to walking around amongst the ants and sort of experiencing their world. It's just the more you do, the more creative you get, the braver you get with it. And then you start doing things like stepping in front of traffic or it's fascinating to see how your mind deals with its assumption that it's going to cease to be, and then it creates a model of what the afterlife would be like.
The human brain is not capable of imagining it ceasing to exist. It's just not. So when you experience these things in a different realm or reality or in a dream, it kind of goes on to create other parts of you because it can't imagine not existing at all.
The nearest I can get to explaining what nothingness is trying to remember before you were born, and even then your brain tries to fill in the gaps.
How did you first learn about reality shifting?
Maybe 2014, 2015. I learned about it from like a Reddit post about like shifting realities, but they didn't go
That's it, dude. I mean, listen, how much further would society go if we banned Reddit? Just think about that. Like, that's what I want to shift into a reality where like Reddit doesn't exist. Because I feel like it would eliminate a fuckload of harm that it has caused on the younger generation.
too much into detail. It was only last year around August that I was on TikTok and someone was talking about it. But when they were explaining it, I thought it was like absolute bullshit, right?
I mean, it sounds like bullshit. It does, you know, without going deeper into it.
Bullshit, but I kind of believed it, so.
Do you feel like reality shifting can be a healthy coping mechanism for people who are struggling with real life issues?
I think it's good as a coping mechanism, but I don't think that they should rely on it too much. Your entire life will begin to revolve around shifting, And the more that you can't do it, or the more that you feel like you're being held back, the more depressed and the more like, angry you're going to get, and the more miserable you're going to get.
How do you feel coming back to your current reality after going to these different worlds?
Refreshing, exciting, exhilarating.
Really? It doesn't feel boring or like you're experiencing less than what you're capable of experiencing?
If you believe you're going elsewhere, then there's this kind of sense of missing out, of jealousy, of loss. So if you're concluding that, then you might lead yourself into a slightly unhealthy mindset. If you conclude that the places you're visiting are the product of the mind, when you come back, you're exhilarated that you've done something so amazing. And once you realize that you can paint a universe with your mind and it feels entirely convincing, coming back from that doesn't diminish you. It expands your sense of pride.
This guy's a surprisingly healthy attitude about lucid dreaming. I can see how it would get out of hand for a lot of people, for the average user of reality shifting / whatever lucid dreaming, but this guy's the Martin Luther of reality shifting.
Pride and wonder.
I've read some in-depth pages from people who take reality shifting very seriously, warning against bringing pets into your desired reality, because they warn, you have to be able to account for the amount of time and attention that
people think that like they can write stuff like that in the chat and get away with it. Like, you're gonna get a fucking visit from the FBI, dog. Don't say dumb shit.
they require. You have to have a veterinarian picked out. You need to be like prepared to take care of them if they're ever in danger. How deep does this all go? Does that seem like something that aligns with the way that everyone views reality shifting?
The belief in the community is that every reality is equally as real and valid as this one. They're completely.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, that's what I mean. It's like, dude, Zoomers, stop with this. Just like every feeling isn't valid either, okay? It's so hyper individualistic and so narcissistic to assume that like all feelings are valid. All opinions need to be listened to. The daydreaming lucid environment that you've created in your own brain is like a real universe. You are trying to recreate IP that someone else conjured up in their own minds and go into that universe, okay? Do not shift. I'm gonna shift.
Completely real people with completely real feelings and experiences. That's why we don't encourage like going around and killing people. Like we don't encourage anything that you wouldn't do here.
So it's not like this fantasy land where people have god powers and can do whatever they want with no consequences.
I mean, I guess it could be if you want to script that, but generally no, everything has consequences.
What?
Have you ever experienced anything that made you feel uncomfortable in any of these realities?
Yes, definitely. Because in my desired reality, there are a lot of people that are after me. And I don't script that. Like, just how there's, like, harassment in this world, I've faced harassment in my desired reality, which is super uncomfortable.
Can you feel pain? Can you die? I mean, can you get stuck?
You cannot get stuck. There's no way you can ever get stuck. That makes no damn sense, okay? Like, what are you trying to pull here?
I mean, although we could go down the path of, like, if there's infinite possibilities and there is the possibility that there is a world where that does exist.
Yeah, it is
so
possible.
maybe, does that kind of break down your theories at all?
Like, a little bit, but that makes complete sense what you're saying. But I highly doubt you're going to shift.
Wait, did you just? Oh fuck, I missed it.
Kind of break down your theories at all?
Like
is
trying to pull here.
I mean, although we could go down the path of, like, if there's infinite possibilities and there is the possibility that there is a world where that does exist.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe, does that kind of break down your theories at all?
A little bit, but that makes complete sense what you're saying. But I highly doubt you're going to shift, like, to be in that reality.
Do you think there's a risk of ever wanting to stay in your altered state forever?
Oh yeah, and that's one of the reasons I'm so hesitant to condone minor shifting, especially if you're trying to escape from something here, because shifting is a form of escapism. If you're in a horrible situation here and you go over there and it's just euphoric, it's all fun and games, yeah, you're gonna want to stay.
It sounds like in many ways it kind of runs parallel with substance abuse.
It can be very hard not to get severely attached to that. And I would recommend keeping something here that you can only have here, so that you don't feel the need to stay there.
Before we continue learning even more about the world of reality shifting, I wanted to take another moment to thank our sponsor, or Speak, which is why we're sponsored.
God damn, he's like, hey man, if you're getting too far into reality shifting, here's a word from our sponsors at BetterHelp. If you go to BetterHelp and use code Padilla, you can at least get some kind of therapy, dude.
Like everything that anyone does that
I'll be
brings
back.
anyone joy, the reality shifting community has faced its own fair share of criticism and just hate from the outside. Why do you think that is?
Just because of the closed-mindedness that a lot of people have. It's a hard concept to grasp, like I said. A lot of people think that it's fake and it's just people using their imaginations to escape from, you know, the hard reality, and there's only just this reality and we're just trying to escape it.
Why do you think this has all gained so much popularity in the past few months or years?
Shows like Rick and Morty that explore the concept of multiple dimensions. Platforms such as TikTok have allowed ideas to spread so much quicker.
Yes, Rick and Morty has rotted the brains of our youth.
Fortunate, strange times we're living through, people are more prone to want to be somewhere else. We're all feeling very pent up at the moment. So I think the combination of all of those events has just led to this explosion of, well, this reality kind of sucks at the moment. Let's explore what else is available.
What would you say to anyone in the comments right now shaming reality shifting as a concept in general?
We're human. We have feelings, we have opinions, and this is something we choose to believe in. And I don't think we should be shamed for that. We're not hurting anybody with it. We're not hurting ourselves. Shifting has given a purpose to a lot of our community.
Can you recognize when someone is faking that they can reality shift?
Definitely. There are some stories and I'm like, no, Hermione did not just get up and start twerking when like she got a question right. Are you for real?
But I mean, you know, that does beg the question, if the universe really is infinite and there are infinite realities, doesn't that imply that that is a reality that does exist there?
It is a reality, but I highly doubt that they went to a reality where Hermione is twerking.
But I mean, how could you discount someone for having that experience when the discussion was just about how everyone has their own reality and it's impossible to know if someone's reality was real or not because it's impossible to prove?
If you allow things that are really far-fetched to just fester, it discredits everything.
But the concept of reality shifting in general is pretty far-fetched, as
yeah, it is pretty far-fetched, but compared to some of the things I hear,
Anthony is just rolling her, dude. He's literally like, he caught one. He's not gonna let this one slide, you know? He's just like, nope. You need to shift into a reality where her frame is not absolutely demolished.
it sounds like some facts.
The whole concept in general is saying that anything is possible. Don't judge people for what they experience. So it does seem kind of like it's like, where is the line drawn?
I know when we say like shifting realities, you can go anywhere, do anything. Your imagination is literally the limit. But I'd like to say that some of the things that happen in this reality and some of the rules and the laws follow no matter where we go.
I'm sure that's just as up for debate as the concept of reality shifting in general.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I saw a post from someone fervently demanding that lucid dreaming and reality shifting are two extremely different things and should never be compared, and anyone who does should be chastised in some way. And there were comments on there saying things like queen and poggers.
Okay, fuck it. I'm putting Twitch on there too. And the long list of websites that have broken the brain of our youth. Yes, I think Twitch is also one of those fucking websites, dude.
and just completely agreeing with these things. How do you feel about the idea that some people are, for lack of a better term, gatekeeping and wanting to separate these two ideas and not wanting to see any mesh between them?
I think we want to believe it. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like there's more to life than this. It makes me feel like I'm not stuck. And hearing that they are stuck is a source of frustration.
I don't think anyone wants to be told, oh, it was just in your head, if they really truly want to believe and have believed for any extended period of time that it was and is a reality.
It's like being told your friends aren't real, or your family isn't real, or your memories aren't real. It invalidates you. It invalidates those experiences.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about reality shifting?
That it's an incredibly easy thing to do. And it requires dedication, effort, the development of knowledge. If you wanted to be a concert pianist, you'd realize that it's going to take you a while to get there. You might be able to play a few tunes after a few months, but if you really want to do it.
Does this guy like sell lucid dreaming coaching or something? Like, he's like pretty fucking knowledgeable, relatively tame with his opinions. It strikes me as like someone who, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like he looks like Austin in 10 years. A shift grift.
Do it. I mean, as with all things in life, if you dedicate yourself, you'll get there. And once you realize you can achieve that, you realize you can achieve almost anything.
All right, you got 5 seconds to shout out or promote anything you want directly into camera. Go.
Snowing Soul on TikTok. Check me out. I talk about reality shifting, or I don't.
If you want to learn lucid dreaming or reality shifting, pop over to Lucid Dream Portal here on YouTube.
If you like paranormal psychology and the metaphysical world, just follow me at my channel on Christo.
Subscribe to Anthony. Do it.
Or you will reality shift into a reality that you are a part of.
Subscribed anyways.
Subscribe
Sorry.
anyways.
There are always people more psychologically. There are always more psychologically immoderate and more spiritual people in these kinds of communities that are on the edge of spirituality and psychology. I shifted for the first time last night to Hogwarts. How I did it in 5 days. Very detailed. This was 7 months ago. Overview. I stopped watching TikTok as a source for information. I stopped using a method. What? How are you going to go from something so brilliant and insightful as a thing to say, like, I stopped going to TikTok for a source of information, to literally going into, but I also learned how to fucking shift super hard. Bro, I saw you at the Euros. Glad you had fun, in my opinion. Yeah, dude, that was me. I'm a big fan of the Swiss team. I have a reality where I'm a famous streamer and I have powers and I live with Nick and Milena and Soda, and tomorrow you'll be visiting us. There, it's May 27th, I guess. Dude, okay, you gotta get therapy, dude. What the fuck? What? Definitely, I mean... Oh, if you live in Saudi Arabia, then yeah, it's not gonna... Never mind. It's bait? You think it's bait? I don't know if it's bait. Is it? They're saying like some fucked up shit. I'm not baiting. I live in Saudi Arabia and I'm transgender and shifting is the only way for me to escape from here, Sag. I swear on everything. Dude, that's not funny, dude. Well, you said invalidated my religious belief in shifting Pogo tomato time. Like, that's like, it was crazy. A bug fell on my head or something. Maybe it was my hair. I don't know. Down the rabbit hole. Harry Potter and the shifting TikTokers. I want to see more like people who are serious
Is he
about
a Harry Potter fan?
I just want to see the TikToks though. Like I need more compies, you know what I mean? Rather than like a person talking about them. I'm the person who's going to talk about them. You know?
I'm on my way.
Me encouraging only people with balance to shift because it can become addicting if you aren't ready. Young shifters who use it.
I'm on my way.
Aphantasia, you have it? Do you have it?
Let's
I
do
have
some-
it and it sucks. I'm an artist that can't see pictures in my head. Weird, huh? What? Yes. It's currently 9 a.m. and I just woke up from a full 5 months at Hogwarts. Take me back home. I hate it here. Oh no. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. This is sad as fuck, dude. I can't even make fun of this guy. I wonder if he was Ron Weasley. Update, I shifted last night. I woke up in the Slytherin Commons room. Then went to my first class, which was potions. I sat next to Draco and he said, "What's with the hair?" I said I dyed it. I asked him what his type was, and man said, "Anything but blonde. Have you seen me? I've got enough blonde in my life." I asked him what color eyes. He said brown or green preferably. Why are you asking me these questions? What the fuck, dude?
All right, you? All right. Mine? Never better.
What? I just got back from shifting because I don't know what to do. I'm spending the summer at the borough and I was changing my clothes and then I realized that Scrabbers was there watching me, but I can't say anything because no one knows that he's actually an adult man. Help. What? What the fuck is Scabbers? Excuse me, I did not just fall asleep on my couch doing the pillow method, and then it worked, so I was almost in my DR, and I could hear Draco saying she's finally almost here, and then Harry said, really? And then I got excited, nervous, and then I thought about CR, and I freaking woke up. They sounded so excited that I almost made it into my DR. What is DR? Dream reality. And I got to see them, but then I didn't make it. I'm actually going to cry. I could hear faded violin music too. It was so real. And it's like they're waiting for me to get there. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Bro, okay. Again. Yet another, like, hyper individualistic point of view. Like, why the fuck, if it was a real reality, why would Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy, like, be sitting around waiting for you to get there? I'm not even joking. I was trying the Raven method. Dude, why is it's all like their foreheads when they just like write shit. I'm not even joking. I was trying the Raven method where you lay down in a starfish position and count from 100 or whatever. And I started hearing music or like violins. I don't even know. But then my legs started shaking and I got unfocused. But I think I almost shifted. And the Raven method has worked for the best for me so far. I'm going to have a good feeling I'm going to shift soon.
Nothing.
When my parents asked why I'm limping after my nap where I shifted to Hogwarts.
I'm an angel. I'm an angel.
Y'all. When I tell you that I just got back from shifting from my desired reality, I cannot even breathe. Oh my God. I was gone for a week. I wanted to come back to tell you it's the most wonderful thing I've experienced. I came back and cried for like an hour. I'm still so emotionally exhausted. I don't even know what the fuck to do. Please keep trying because I promise it'll be worth it once you do. If you want any stories, let me know, okay? Okay. There's a second part to it. Thank you.
And if you fall asleep in my arms, I promise I'll hold you.
I almost shifted last night. I was so close, hearing a voice saying you're almost here. But I got scared and came back. I didn't expect it. And I'm so upset that I got scared because that voice sounded so comforting and reassuring. I don't know why that voice made my heart race and why I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like Zoomers are so bored and so like upset with their own reality that they're just trying to conjure up mental illness in themselves. Like, you know what I mean? They're like trying to get to a state where they like actually have they're trying to make themselves crazy. It's 4 a.m. I just woke up from a shift at 8 months at Hogwarts and I want to go back. Let me leave. Why did she have makeup at 4 a.m. when she was sleeping? And then she cried. I just feel like that's kind of fake. Like it feels like what you did makeup before you went to sleep, and then you woke up and you were crying. I literally fucking did it. I did it. I did communal shift. I swear to God, I just woke up from being there for 2 more weeks. The things I have to tell you, the conversations I had. Basically, I shifted last night. I was gone for 2 weeks, meaning my dream reality. I meant I was only in one in my CR while I slept. What? Okay. Addresses the ballrooms. I miss them already. I miss them.
Whoa! Wow! Where am I? Where the fuck am I? Everything's so perfect. no snitches.
Why do they all want to fuck Draco? That's kind of weird. Like, I thought all the Zoomers wanted to fuck Harry Potter. Like, it seems like they're all hyper focusing on fucking Draco. Why don't they want to fuck Harry Potter? He's like 17. How old do you think these people are, dude? Like, he's like 17? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because the people that believe that they're shifting dimensions are also fucking 35. No, they're also like 17 and shit. What do you mean? So, funny story, I scripted, what the fuck? To fall in love with Draco? And I ended up falling in love with Fred, and it's not written in my script. So he asked Angelina to the Yule Ball, and I was sitting next to her, so I got up, left because I wanted to cry. Damn, bro, L nerd. Imagine trying to script a reality where you hook up with Draco and you still failed. That sucks. That's gotta sting, dude. Learn how to script better, I guess, you know? I know you love Fred. I'm sorry. You can cry. I'll be here till you stop. It's okay, love. I'm right here. This reminds me of an incredibly embarrassing story I've told one time, but what was the Asian girl that Harry Potter was like into or whatever, or like went to the ball with? I don't remember. This was so long ago. But I remember, I think it was in like, I forget, Cho Chang. Yeah. I forget how old I was, but I literally dreamed that I dated her. Okay, in my mind. And this was when I was reading the books. And I remember like thinking that it was awesome. Like that I genuinely felt like I was in love with this person. But it was a fucking dream, dude. Okay? Like, it was a dream. And I woke up with the feeling like, damn, that's kind of sad that like I'm never gonna fucking find Cho Chang in the real world because I understood that it was a dream. Okay? You can't make fun of them now? No, I still can because one, I was a baby. And two, it doesn't matter because it's like I recognize even back then that it was not real. Like the feelings I had felt real, but it wasn't real. We weren't even in Hogwarts though. We were in like, I think we were in my school, like in Turkey. I still remember it.
And I miss my lover man.
This is my first time doing shifting in Karmaya. What? Almost 1 hour. I was locked in the bathroom because no one heard my screaming. I started to feel hungry. My head was dizzy. I tried to scream it one more time, but no one could hear my voice. 2 hours passed, but no one knew where I was. In the end, I was not able to hold my body. I felt unconscious in the bathroom. Suddenly, my body felt lifted by a boy. I don't know who this was because I could only hear his voice, which completely lost consciousness until morning came. I also woke up from the old fainting. Then I looked around the Slytherin room. There was no one. I rushed to take a shower and got to class. Because I just remembered today that annoying teacher's test. Bro, why are you dreaming the wackest situations, dude? Like, why? Just fucking dream something sick. Like, why are you locked in a goddamn bathroom in your dream? Yes, he is a Cedric. He gave me a box of food so that I don't starve, feel dizzy, and pass out again. Okay, I'm not gonna read all this, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? That's too much. What? My style? This is what you were dressed up as in Hogwarts? Why would you be dressed up like this in Hogwarts? The Yule ball gown, my house. God damn, this is so sad, dude. Some ugly ass Hollywood box houses. Imagine not dreaming that you were living in the one. If you were to live in the one. Also, this is a muggle house, dude. Get this person on No Pixel. The first night the pillow method, the second night the raven method. I almost succeeded and my head hurts from morning until now. It turned out that my music stopped. I woke up from shifting. I used the mixture of methods. I used the Alice in Wonderland and the Raven method. Raven method, you lay down. Okay, we know this already. We know the Raven method. Before I started counting, I did the Alice in Wonderland, which you start running after a character. I used Draco. Why? Why is it always Draco? It's a buy thing? Wait, really? I don't understand. It's always like, why does everybody want to fuck Draco, dude? And then open the door, picture yourself laying down in your dream reality self's bed.
We're all hungry. Yeah, get out of the kitchen, Ron. Feet off the table. Feet off the table.
I just got back from shifting realities and I was literally a Slytherin prefect. And I had all the fucking Hogwarts tea. Cedric Diggory, if you're reading this, you're a hoe. Hit Hagrid up for that premium. And I can confirm George and Fred were packing. Okay, this is made up. Here's another thing that happened. I was at Hermione and she was talking about Draco. Then he came behind us and said, "Shut up, filthy mudblood." And then picked me up by my waist and ran with me in his arms. He took me into the Slytherin common room. Then he got in the bed with me and told me goodnight, then left. Yeah, shifting is fun. But coming back will absolutely shatter you. Yeah, you know what? I don't think these people, I think this should be illegal. Make dreaming illegal for our nation's children. Okay? I feel like this has to do with like COVID, right? I feel like we just broke kids' brains completely. I mean, half of you guys, your brains got broken this past year. I'm a 13-month sub now. Yeah, this is it. Like, this is what happens when we're all forced into isolation.
If this is on your For You page, you are probably interested in shifting realities, specifically to Hogwarts. So something really
Oh, she's definitely a Slytherin.
exciting happened to me yesterday. So I've been attempting to shift realities for a couple weeks now. I haven't quite got it down yet, but we have all been saying, like, all over this app, I hear everyone say, I want my letter to Hogwarts. Why haven't I got my letter to Hogwarts yet? Or, I wish so bad that Hogwarts could be real. Well, I'm here to tell you that it is.
I mean, like, when I was a kid and I read Harry Potter, it was fucking sick. Like, I get it. Like, I know it's fun to dunk on it now as an adult because like so many adults are still like massive Harry Potter fans, and it's like, dude, you're fucking so weird. Stop. Like it was this sick universe where you can do magic and like you can eat like fucking chocolate frogs that jump around and shit. It's built perfectly for kids to just like love that universe. So I get why people are like, oh man, I wish it was real. Like, yeah, it's like, it's no different than me wishing that I was Super Saiyan mass schizophrenic event. These aren't kids. They're like 16, 18. No,
Not just because we saw it in the sky, even though that's like proof we need, but because I'm a firm believer in signs the universe gives you. And yesterday I got my letter to Hogwarts. And no, I didn't print it off the internet.
What? She's laughing at the end of it, dude. She's literally laughing at the end of it, dude. Come on. No, she does not believe that, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Her parents are playing into it. Kind of like when I play into the top of the hour ad break by running it earlier. Then the top of the hour where a 60-second ad break is about to be run. You know? And you're kind of not expecting it. But you can still, you know, avoid the ads by subscribing with a $5 a month subscription or with a Twitch Prime for free. Or with a ad blocker or VPN, but here's the ad break now.
I'm in this bitch, I'm getting money.
I told him to move. Draco was sitting in my spot. I said, I'm sitting here today, and I just wasn't having it, so I literally sat on him, like on his lap. He pushed me out, but I saw him blush. I don't know if it was because he was mad, though, but he helped me with my work. This is literally called crushing on Draco Malfoy. Like, that's the fucking name of this person's TikTok.
1 minute they hate me, then they love me. Ain't got nothing for me. These two.
I just remembered what happened.
So I woke up in the middle of the night last night, feeling my arms wrapped around me and breathing on my neck. It felt familiar, so I reached back and I felt leather. The only person I've been shifting to is Loki. We've spent 3 months together so far. I started teaching him how to shift, and I think it worked because when I turned, he wasn't there. My hand literally dropped from the body it was resting on. Please give me back my god of mischief. What?
I'm the one who killed them all. I survived after the fall.
What? Is this worse than Tumblr? I think it's more entertaining than Tumblr. Today in math class, I finished my test early. I was just sitting there and I started to think about me and Voldy fighting. And he zaps me and I fall into Draco's arms, etc. Then I started to get tingles in my whole body. And my vision went blurry. Then black. But then the teacher started talking and I lost concentration. But I think I was about to shift.
Hold my calls. Sun nuggets, solar babies, La Uva Loca, California's finest, all for you to smoke on. I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Teaching Draco Gen Z comebacks? You're almost here. Please hurry, he whispered, and he seemed scared. It was almost like he was right next to me. I suddenly got a feeling of something evil, bad. I felt as if I was being pulled. Dude, that's pretty funny that these guys all are just in love with Draco Malfoy, a made-up character from a turf. And they get upset when you kill Draco Malfoy in that universe. Like, I totally understand why they got mad at that other person. It was like, I killed Draco Malfoy in my shift. Draco. Wait, what? Pansy in the dorm room? Okay, this person is an adult, right? Like, she's not a kid. Or is she? Am I crazy? Like, she looks like an adult. Maybe it's the white hair. I saw the white hair and I thought, like, this is a fucking old lady. I was about to be like, that's creepy, dude. Why are you trying to fuck, like, little kids at Harry Potter land? I know what you make. Until I smell firewood smoke in the forest, Fred Weasley. I thought it was my Brian playing tricks on me. Oh no, that Brian loves playing tricks. You the freaking out, your hair is wet love. I did not just print my shifting script to my neighbor's printer. Bro, they're writing scripts, dude. What are you doing? That's sick, though. The amount of preparation that goes into shifting is wild.
He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Paid my tuition just to kiss me. The bitch they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, coding got me tripping.
Page.
Oh my god, they like literally every single one of them want to fuck Draco, dude. Every single one of them wants to fuck Draco. Why doesn't anybody want to fuck Harry Potter? Like, I get no one wanting to fuck Ron Weasley, right? But like, why doesn't anybody want to fuck Harry Potter? Or what's the dude, Cedric, the one that died? Like, throw some fucking ass their way, dude. That makes no sense to me, dude. Was it Victor? The one that fucking died.
Who plays Vanya? Aidan Gallagher, who plays Five. Robert Sheehan, who plays Klaus.
Bonsoir.
I told them messy assholes don't speak on me. Keep my name out your mouth cause I don't beat for free.
Me shifting everyone on my live with me to Hogwarts. What the fuck?
What's up, Bree? What's up, Keith? What's up, Lisa? Damn, I want all three. Ooh, Ashley. Hey, ooh, Ashley. Hey.
What the fuck, dude? What the absolute fuck is going on, dude? No. This is bad. This is not good. This is actually bad.
I get hard when she walk past.
How are they all so fine? Oh my god. I don't know. Because maybe they were carefully chosen from thousands of kids all around the world to be a part of a multi-billion-dollar Hollywood production. They were like mathematically chosen to make Zoomers, or you know, whoever the fucking 12-year-olds were at the time, to feel some type of way. They are not, like, that's not a real, these aren't, what the fuck? That was crazy. I just felt like a weird life.
I get hard when she walk past.
Welcome back to me screaming.
Last night I shifted and Draco said something offensive, so I yelled Azkaban. And then everyone in class went silent and started looking at me, Snape. Then slowly turned around and looked me dead in my eyes. Looked me dead and my eyes. And so I got really scared and embarrassed, and in a failed attempt to make it better, I said, let me just avacadabra myself. Then all gasped. So I just said my safe word and the hell out of there. I don't want to go back. When me and him started becoming friends, I asked to gel his hair back, and he said yes, surprisingly. But I'm decided to give him a mohawk instead. Let's just say me and him weren't friends anymore. After that, I called him daddy in potion class, and he choked on his own saliva, and everyone looked at him. It was hilarious. He fell asleep in the Slytherin common room, so I did his makeup, and then he woke up and tried to choke me, but I was caught. I was caught and put in detention.
La Uva Loca, California's finest, all for you to smoke out. I like your funny words, Magic Man. You don't want nobody else to in it like that.
Okay, I'm fucking, there's too much reading, dude. People who shift also love writing.
Heard you got a boyfriend. That's cool, girl. Where is he at? Nope.
I think it's official that like TikTok is unhinged and has gone too far and needs to be stopped. Please stop reacting to this stuff. It's just going to generate more hate for these people who don't deserve it. People are struggling with trauma and mental health and are just trying to escape from reality and cope for a bit. Also, this just feels very mean-spirited and out of character for you. This is what I mean when I say, like, the hyper-individualistic, like, everything needs to be valid mentality is so fucking insane. Like, this is literally an incredibly unhealthy outlet and not good as a coping mechanism at all. And for you to make it seem as though, like, you know, for you to make it seem as though this is like a normal thing blows my mind. Like, what the fuck, dude? We just can't do anything. Like, being a leftist means anyone who is unreasonable, you have to immediately take into serious consideration, as though they're just like being serious and they think that they're like actually fucking shifting into a different reality. Hey, if you're struggling with mental health, here's a fun thing to do. You know, fuck your brain up further. And then there will always be dumbasses on the internet who will validate that experience for you, so that then you can go further into this like endless cycle of unhealthy coping mechanisms. No, it seems very healthy to fuck a made-up character in a made-up universe and then, you know, act like it's real and it actually happened in that dimension.
Draco. What? Hey, why are you so tired today? I'm fine. Okay, breakfast is about to start. Come on. Good morning, everyone. Oh, good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Shut up. Are you not gonna eat? You barely skipped breakfast.
Yeah, I'm not hungry.
Okay.
What are you doing? Why is your hand so hot? It's always that temperature. Yo, I would know. It's not. No. Draco, you have a fever. You're sick. I'm not sick. Can you stop being stubborn for once in your life? I'm not stubborn. Draco, I care about you. You're sick. Please go back to the dorm and rest. No. Go to my dorm and rest, please. I'll check on you later. Fine, because I'd much rather be in bed right now. Kaylee, wake. Oh, good morning, love. What? Yeah, I said good morning. What? Draco. Yes, is there something on me? Like, what? No, there's not. Can you give me a moment, please? Okay. Are you feeling alright? Are you ill? Or you're acting weird? No, Draco, stop. No, I'm fine. Okay, well, breakfast is about to start. Are you gonna come down to the Great Hall with me or just lay here all day? Oh, no, yeah, let's go to breakfast. Come on. Love, you're still in your pajamas. Right. Are you gonna change or... Right, yeah. Why is she acting so weird? Oh my god. Can you leave or turn around or something? Nah, I think I'll watch. Sounds good. Draco, Kaylee, Malfoy, Kraus. Turn around or something. Fine, God. Thank you. Draco. Sorry, okay, fine. Okay, I'm dressed. Finally. Can we go to breakfast now? Okay, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's just you. Hi, Kaylee.
Oh my
Hi, Jenny.
God.
Dinner was crazy last night. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not looking at you in any certain way, no.
Okay, this is too much. We're literally just watching one girl's fan fiction. Oh my God. Dude, literally. Just get into like Warhammer, D&D, Magic the Gathering, anime, like anything but this, dude.
You're acting weird. Why does everyone keep saying that? Yeah, I came to wake her up this morning and she's literally acting so weird today. I don't know why. Huh. Okay, well, I'm going to breakfast to meet with the tree. Are you still coming to my dorm later? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll see you there. Bye. I know.
It's crazy, dude. You did this in GTA RP? Yeah, it was made up. I didn't think it was an alternate reality, though.
Yes? Kaylee, Dumbledore wants you in his office. Alright, I'll see y'all later then.
I was role-playing with other people who were also role-playing. Do you understand? I didn't make up an entire... I didn't, like, steal someone else's, like, IP to make up a dream world in which I was just the only human being, but I believe that all of those other people were real.
Good luck. Come in.
I think you're making dumb shit like this that every generation doesn't do a bigger deal. Millennials did like erotic fanfic. This is the same shit. I agree. I agree. I do think that it's just like teenagers, you know, daydreaming and stuff like that. And I think the only difference is that with TikTok, we can watch all this shit happen in real time. And because of the hyper individualistic way that people operate, we assume that like, or because of the way that people think like everything is serious. No one thinks erotic fanfic is real though. No, I understand. But I'm sure there were people who like had like these cringe universes in which they were like the main character in their own erotic fanfiction, but they never were able to monetize that obsession. You really like making fun of teenage girls because you're misogynistic? Well, that. For sure. That's what it is. It's... Everybody knows that it is misogyny when you say that, like, someone who believes they're actually shifting into Hogwarts and it's a real dimension is crazy. That's, like, literally... New JCS dropped? What? No shot.